Welcome back to another episode of the Councilmen Mates. Today's episode, I have taken over the channel and we're gonna talk about pizzas. So yeah, stay tuned. And welcome back, Supposed to be- and welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Councilmen. Today is the 222nd episode. And as you can see, I am actually streaming alone. I am doing a solo stream. Yes! Hello everyone. Oh, hello Fred Loves Movies. Actually, that was kind of a lie if you catch the first like 2 seconds of the stream, because I'd like to introduce a new guest to the show. Now introducing the destroyer of Tokyo. It's Bobzilla 0914. Unmute yourself. There you go.
Hi. Hi.
God damn it, that was
No,
anticlimactic.
you ruined the surprise 2 seconds into the freaking.
Hey
talk,
man, I forgot to kick you out of the school. that was such a flop. Hey guys, can I restart the stream? Can we just like redo it?
Right, let's take two here, guys.
But yeah. It's not a solo show because I decided to bring my friends here because what is it? The other three councilmen are away. If you guys
Hi.
don't remember, Bobzilla,
I'm
he appeared in last
Bobzilla.
stream. Yep. Hello.
I sometimes appear in the comments and sometimes not.
Hey, you appeared last week when Kelvin was talking about the Shin films, right? So there you go. So there's that.
I am a resident tonkatsu expert.
Yes, yes, he is. Whatever that means. Isn't that fish?
That's freaking Robin, dude.
But yeah, so today's episode, I should mention, we're gonna do, well, since there's not much news going on or not much trailers, I decided that we're gonna do a pizza tier list. I remembered we had a discussion about this a long time ago when Albert brought up like National Pizza Day or whatever. So I was thinking like, you know what, TMNT is coming out next week, so I'm like, you know what TMNT is like famous for apart from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Pizzas. It's pizzas. So like, yeah, why not
Pizzas.
make a pizza tier list? Finally, so yeah. So we're gonna do that, and we're just like a few bits of news here and there, and then we're gonna discuss trailers. But of course, before we get into that, we're gonna go into weekly watchies. Oh, and of course, don't forget to check us out on many different platforms. Where is the councilman? There's the banner. Sorry, there you go. You can find us at Councilman Show, Twitter, Instagram, Threads, Letterbox, or you can send us an email for reviews and stuff. Sometimes we will read it. Actually, no, we will always read it because we don't get that often, and it's always fun to read reviews. So yeah.
Check it out,
Yeah.
guys.
Yes. All right. So when I get to the weekly watchies, Bobby, you ready?
Let's go.
Let's go. Where's the? Don't forget, Albert. Albert will always be with us. All we have to do is play this. Now, summon
Are you
him.
ready? For the weekly
Yeah.
council segment,
Oh,
weekly
shit.
watching. We've been watching TVs, movies,
Yeah.
waiting with the fun
Yeah.
crying, could be boring, but laughing in theaters or at home, because it's time to share everything that we watched this week. It is time for our show's weekly watchings.
All right.
Longer than I expected.
It felt longer because I bet you were cringing this whole time.
Not gonna lie.
hey, Albert worked hard on recording that, okay?
Alright, continue.
All right, so weekly watchies is where we talk about what we watched this week. And you know what? Let's start with our guest here, Bobzilla. Did you watch anything this week? Anything particular? Any film?
Yes, in fact, I watched an Amazon original. It's called Tom Clancy's Without Remorse, and at first I didn't think of it as much, but it turns out to be a prequel to a much beloved series by Tom Clancy, which is Rainbow Six. So, yeah,
Ah, okay. Yes,
it's
we
it's
played
a
that game.
it's a decent film if you're just looking for dumb action and uh, not at all. It doesn't really focus on the plot that much. Is what I'm saying. It's just dumb action. Perfect for a fun time and a good time. So yeah.
Yeah. So basic action film. So is it starring again? What's that guy's name? The one who trained
Michael B.
like
Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, I was like forgot about it. Ah. Anything else you want to say about it? Did you enjoy it
um,
thoroughly, or was it did it have like dumb moments like what is this that makes no sense?
the only thing that it doesn't make sense is they had like a CIA who constantly try. What's the right word? Sabotage. I guess sabotage the main character's goal and mission. But at the end of the day, they're working on the same side, so I don't really see the point of them doing it.
Oh, they're just like okay, well we do a little trolling, just like
If we do a little trolling,
we do a little
we
trolling.
do a little trolling here and
Do a
there.
little trolling. We're just making your job a bit harder than it has to.
Exactly. Other than that,
Yeah,
I
okay.
haven't watched it yet. So
All right, fair enough. So out of a 5, how much would you give this film? You can go like 3.5 or like 0.5s are
three,
allowed.
I think three,
3 out of 5.
maybe
So just
2.5, but three. This,
2.5.
yeah, it's not really that. I don't.
It isn't
Really,
all that. Okay.
it's not really good.
Wait, is the action like just kind of basic? Is it not like special kind of action? You know, like how the raid
Yeah,
like is all one take.
it's your standard gunfights and like your standard what's that called? White House Down. If you've seen that film, the Down.
Oh right, yeah. White House. Yeah, White House Down. I've seen that.
Yeah, so it's pretty much the action. The action is about like that, about the same, but a bit more, a bit less polished. If I,
Okay. Oh, a bit less
so you're
polished.
gonna
Okay.
the setting is in Russia.
Well, of course, man. It's Tom Clancy. They have to.
Of course, it's Tom Clancy.
It's Tom Clancy. It's always like that for Russians. All right, so yeah, Tom Clancy's Without Remorse, a movie starring Michael B. Jordan. Give it a 3. Wait, a 3 out of 5, is it?
Three. Yeah.
3 out of 5. That's what we consider kind of like a very mid film, but not
So
terrible.
mid.
So mid. Damn. Well, I'll move on to me now. I should mention I only have one weekly watchies as well because I didn't know what else to watch honestly. There was nothing on theaters as well, like this week I think. So I continued. I promised last week I watched the first Narnia film. You know the one where the meme what is it? Do not cite me the
Do
deep
not
magic
cite me the
witch.
deep magic witch. I was there
I
when
was
it was
there when it
written.
was written. Yeah. By the way, I should mention that was actually not just a piece of like dialogue or meme. It was actually like a very crucial plot point.
Yeah,
Without
wait, hang on.
spoilers.
You haven't watched Narnia before, or did
No,
you just
I
watch it in a very long time?
in a very very long time. I think last time I watched it, I was still living in Scotland back in like 2007 or something. It was that old.
Again.
That was that long. Yeah. So I
No,
watched
because yeah,
this.
I remember because I also remember that scene. It's like during a crucial moment. That's why it got memed. It's
Yeah,
like a
exactly.
plot point. It's like a plot point in the
No,
film.
no, yeah, that's the thing. I didn't know it was a very crucial plot point. I thought it was just like, just him talking smack, but no, it was actually yeah, it was crucial, yeah.
Can I offer my hot take here? Hot take
What
here.
you want to say?
Aslan didn't do anything throughout the entire Narnia films.
Hey, he was cool.
He
It
was a lion that looks cool.
my god, Jin. But anyway, I should move on. I
Yeah.
watched
Oh my
yeah,
God.
Caspian. I watched the second one. Again, I wanted to watch like the full trilogy. There's supposed to be 4, but I
supposed
heard
to be
from.
5, but the
Is it
fifth
five? The
one
first one?
got canceled due to the fourth one's poor performance. The
No, no,
box
no. The
office.
fourth one never came out either. It's only 3 films, I think. Yeah, it's only 3 films. Fourth one never came out because yeah, what you said. The third one did poorly,
Either
and
that
so
or
on.
we're
Yeah.
mixing it. There's 5 books and only 3 films.
You know what? I can't
It-
remember, but the point is like I think if I'm not mistaken, there's 4 books and there's supposed to be 4 films, but the fourth one didn't came out because
I think due to production
issues.
issues, they
Yeah,
just jam it all in the third film. That's why the third film was not that good.
yeah. But I watched the second one, and it's not. I wouldn't say it's as good as the first one, but it was honestly was kind of okay. So yeah, Narnia Prince Caspian. It takes place like I think like a year
Wait,
after. Oh no, it takes place a year after the first film in the real world, but in Narnia world, like time moves a lot faster, so it's been like 1,000 years or so. So it was set in like a post-apocalyptic Narnia, basically. So
one day here is 10 years in Earth. It's just
yeah, no,
literally.
no, yeah, it's like an interstellar thing. Like yeah, one day, 1 hour here is 7 years on Earth. It's literally like that. But yeah, so like they came back like basically
But
in their eyes thousands of years later, and they're like, oh, the kingdom's been overtaken by another kingdom called Temeria, and we have to save the Narnians and all that. So the premise is actually pretty cool, but I don't know why. Just throughout the whole film, it's not as exciting. And also like the children, the Pevensy's family children, yeah, they're still annoying. Actually, you know what? No, they're less annoying now because assume that they've already grown up, and the least likable one, Edmund from the first film, he's actually quite likable in this one. He's the one.
uh,
If you don't remember, Edmund is the one who betrayed his entire family for candy.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, remember that? Yeah, that's the plot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the plot.
yeah.
I remember
Have you seen
solely.
Narnia?
I remember solely about Narnia is that it spawned a parody, and that's what
Oh,
that's the parody itself is more memorable to me than Narnia the movie. That's called
I don't
Epic
think I.
Movie if you know.
Oh, I think
It's just
I think I've
Epic
seen it before,
Movie.
but I don't think. Yeah, I think I've seen it a long time ago, but I'm not so sure. But
It's
yeah,
a hilarious
again,
film. Check it out if you have.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and again, you're kind of right though. Aslan didn't really appear much again, and really did not do much at all.
Oh,
he,
Aslan is just the expository lion. Just
eh,
shows up and just spouts
he
exposition.
no, he shows up, does something badass to end the whole conflict, and then that's it. Okay.
Lion
Well,
Jesus. That's the
yes,
nickname.
that's actually what he was like. It was like an allegory or something to it, if I'm mistaken, an allegory to Jesus Christ. I don't know. I didn't got into it so far. I'm just like, hey, you know what? Look, it's Qui-Gon Jinn voicing a lion. All right, it's cool. But yeah, overall, film's okay, but again, not as good as the first one. Prince Caspian himself, he was. I don't know how to describe him. He's just kind of he's kind of like one of the he's like the Pevensy's siblings as well, just kind of annoying, but at the same time, he learns through it.
Hmm.
But I should mention they actually have cool battle tactics involved here. If only Teguh was here to discuss with me. But they had like an actual like hammer and anvil tactic in medieval battle, and they actually used that in the movie, so that was cool.
Nice.
They have actual war tactics
They
in Narnia.
have actual war tactics instead of
War
just
tactics in Narnia.
flailing their swords around and hope it hits.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So that's cool. Unlike the last seasons of Game of Thrones or something.
What do you mean, Drake? Season 7 was a masterpiece. It ended on a high note.
What happened about season 8? Just like
We don't
censored.
talk about season 8.
We never talk about season 8. Yeah, I should give
Never.
Prince Caspian, Narnia Prince Caspian. I guess I'll give it a 3 out of 5 as well. Again, very mid film. Not as good as the first one,
Apparently, this
but
week's weekly
it's
watches is just mid.
we have watched very mid films and we've only watched those 2 films anyway. So yeah. Uh but anyway. So yeah, that's it. I guess I don't know what the others would be watching. I have a feeling Albert and Kelvin probably has watched something. I don't know about Teguh. Actually, Teguh might actually like your recommendation. What is it? The Tom
Epic
Clancy
movie.
one. No. No, the Tom Clancy Without Remorse.
Oh,
Actually, wait, I
without
think he's seen it
remorse.
already. Yeah. The battle is cool though. Yeah, no, you're right. That's what I
Yeah,
meant.
yeah.
The battle is the
The battle
best.
scenes are good. It's
The
the
bat-
highlight of the film. But
it's actually the highlight of the film.
in order to get into that point, we have to slog through that.
It's about 2 hours. 2 hours
Yeah,
of
2 hours,
random
almost
stuff.
3,
Of
dude.
like, well.
The build up is not as good as the battle it was building up to.
Oh yeah. Basically. So yeah, that's it for weekly watchies. 2 films, very mid.
Mid watchies.
Yeah, mid watchies. Yeah. So yeah, so I guess we can move on. So this week, I think we have like 2 news. Oh no, sorry. We have 2 trailers and 1 piece of news. Which one should we go through first? I don't remember if we go through trailers first or news. I think we should go through news
Flip
first.
a coin,
Actually,
dude.
I don't want to flip a coin. It never works. It just disappears into oblivion. I'll flip a coin right now. I dropped it. I dropped it.
Probably know where it went now.
All right. You know what? I'll go into the first piece of news first. So the news is Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm. So I'm talking about the new Fantastic Four, by the way, if you aren't well aware of that.
I am
So
not.
if you guys don't know, Vanessa Kirby is the actress that played in Mission Impossible, like 6 and 7. Yeah, 6 and 7. She was in there. What else did she play in? The Hobbs and
Oh,
Shaw. Yeah, the blonde one. Yeah, she's basically the
blonde
blonde
one.
ones in that. Yeah. Oh, Hobbs and Shaw. What else did? Let me just Google what she plays in apart from those
Let's just go to her
films.
IMDb.
So Kirby, what does she play? Actually, you know what? That's the only ones I know. I have no idea what are these. Oh, she's coming. She's playing in the
She's
upcoming
starring in
Napoleon.
Napoleon.
Yeah,
Ah.
she's starring in Napoleon. Yeah.
Oh, right. Me Before You. That's actually a nice movie.
Yeah. And so the news says that Vanessa Kirby has been. I'm not sure if it's 100% confirmed, but I think it's it's the closest to 100% is that Vanessa Kirby will be playing as Sue Storm, and her brother. Again, this is not confirmed for her brother as Johnny Storm is gonna be the guy from Stranger Things. What's his name? Joseph Quinn. Yeah, Joseph Quinn from Stranger Things, season 4. But you haven't watched Stranger Things.
I haven't watched it.
You haven't watched Stranger Things, yeah. So I don't know. What do you think about this, Bob? I mean, you know Vanessa Kirby. You've seen her in some of the films, and you're aware of like what Fantastic Four is like, right? Yeah, you've watched the old
Yeah.
Fantastic Four, right? The ones with
I've
Jessica
watched the
Alba or
old
something.
the Jessica Alba, but I didn't watch the reboot with
I didn't watch the reboot either. I didn't want to.
No one does.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to. Hey, what do you think of this? Do you think this is like perfect casting? Sounds pretty good, or
I
it seems
don't
a bit
know. She
eh?
has the build for it, but in terms of like character, it remains to be seen. But mm, maybe not. I'm still iffy on this. I mean, again, yeah, like you said, it's just rumors, right? It's nothing is set in stone.
Nothing is completely set in stone, right? As far as I know.
So, I mean, like, I recently just like this was like weeks ago before my weekly watches watched Dead Reckoning, and in that it's she's good, she's all right, able to pull it through.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe. Hope so. I hope so.
I actually can't remember who was the again because we didn't watch the reboot one, right? Yeah, I don't remember who they casted last time, but I think Vanessa Kirby is a pretty solid choice, honestly. I mean, now she's got the looks, yeah, the right physique, and she has experience with like action films as well. Again, Hobbs and Shaw, Mission Impossible. Even on Mission Impossible, she wasn't like doing the action herself, but like I think she can I think she can pull off this character pretty well. Not gonna lie, she might actually be the
To a
better.
certain
Yeah.
degree, she can, but yeah, again,
Honestly,
it's like
I think she'll be better than Jessica Alba though.
yeah, okay, I'll give you that one. She'll be better than. I mean, again, it's like it's the product of the times, right? Like it was Alba was back then.
Oh, Alba was like then, yeah, was the big like famous actress, all that.
Yeah,
And Vanessa Kirby
maybe
is
times
kind of
have
like
changed.
yeah, Vanessa Kirby is like upcoming. Like a lot of people, she's been appearing in big
She's
films more
building up her
often.
rap. It's nice, but as Sue Storm, it remains to be seen.
Yeah, she just wanna share quick from the what is it, the the outlet. But yeah, like they say, like she's gonna be Sue Storm, and people say that he might be Johnny Storm, if I'm not mistaken. And this is what the guy from Stranger Things. He looks weird without he looks weird without his typical, what do you call it, hair in Stranger Things. But yeah, it's like, so it's these two are gonna be like the twins, which honestly makes sense. They look quite alike, sort of. I mean, apart from their blonde and
Oh, he's the he's from the boys, isn't he?
was he as the boys? Oh no, that's different.
Oh, that's
The
different.
Jack Quaid, yeah, they're thinking about putting either him or yeah, the guy from the boys, Jack Quaid.
I think the guy from the boys would be much more suited, don't you think?
Why? Just because he started a superhero like TV before?
No, well, there's that, but like
Oh, there's that.
the build, I don't know.
What's his name? Jack Quaid, not Jack Black. Jack Quaid.
That's it. Like,
Him. Yeah, him.
yeah, him.
I don't know. He looks kind of scrawny. You have to remember, like what is it? Johnny Storm was literally Captain America. I remember the original one. It was Chris Evans.
It was.
You know what? He can fit in actually. Never mind. You know what? It can work.
It's not bad. It can work,
Him,
right?
yeah, him or the other guy, Johnny Quinn. Yeah, him or Johnny
Yeah,
Quinn.
I'm good with both. So
Joseph Quinn. Sorry. Yeah.
whichever they decided to choose the.
But as for Mr. Fantastic and the Thing, I don't think there's any confirmation just yet. I think there's speculations. I don't remember what the result was.
They're dropping. They dropped the guy in Multiverse of Madness, didn't they?
I cannot remember. I don't remember what happened. Casting, do they have? Don't have. Yeah, they're just talking about
Or
Vanessa Kirby as you
I think if I remember, it was just like a one-time deal or a one-time contract with Mr. Fantastic actor in Mom.
Oh right, yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So it was just for that movie. So
Well, I guess I have nothing much to say about this. Again, this is literally the only confirmation. No, it's not even like 100%
it's
yet
not even
so far.
set. Yeah.
Yeah. But this is the closest thing we can get. Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm. I think Kelvin will definitely enjoy it. Kelvin likes Vanessa Kirby a lot, and you know what? She looks fine. So
She looks
I mean, fine as in like she looks fine as in like good kind of fine. You know what I mean? She looks fine.
Yeah, okay.
She looks fine. Yeah.
She looks
So
fine.
you know what? Yeah. Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm. Yeah. Very, in my opinion, quite promising.
It might
Yeah.
work. Yeah, they could pull it off, I believe.
As for everyone else, wait and see. I guess I don't even know when this film's coming out, dude. It's like 2025, they say.
Not even. Remember, you have to account for the delays of the Writers Guild. So.
Oh right. There is
Yeah.
a thing. There's a thing. There is a thing happening.
There is
in the
a thing
film
happening
industry.
in Hollywood.
In Hollywood,
It's
and
a
we
stupid
might,
thing, but it happened nonetheless.
but it's happening, and it might get delayed further to maybe even 2026. I think so. It'll be a long while until then.
It'll be a long while.
So in the speaking of relation of time, we shall move on talking about a trailer. Loki season 2, I should mention. Oh, oops, hang on, let me edit that. Loki season 2 trailer. Yes.
Yes.
Which came out like a few days ago. So you wanna give your first thoughts, opinions on it first?
Sure. Putting aside my Marvel, fatigue at the moment,
Yep.
judging it objectively, I think it's decent. I don't know, like, hey, they did the same thing with Secret Invasion, and look how it turns out. So, I've only heard things about Secret Invasion. I've not.
No, I think I think the other councilmen, Albert and Kelvin, said that it was a bit like the writing was like very shoddy and everything.
It's because it was written by AIs. No,
I don't think it
Was
was
it-
written by AI. I think it was just so bad people thought it was written by AI.
it's that bad. But yeah, the trailer looks solid. I mean, it is a trailer after all, so there's not much of what to expect from the show. But what we expect from the trailer and what we expect from the show, I think it's two different things. So personally, that is my principle. So when I watch trailers, like I don't expect what's in the show to be like the trailer. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Is this like subvert expectations kind of thing?
yes, yeah, it's like subvert every expectation ever since what is that? No Way Home.
No Way Home? Oh,
Yeah,
right. Yeah, yeah.
because the hype kind of killed it for me for No Way Home.
Oh, did it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, like people are like, oh, Andrew is back, Toby's back, and I'm like, please no, I don't want to, I don't want to know.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know what's going on here. Yeah.
So yeah,
Fair.
Loki season 2, it's I don't know. I'm putting aside my Marvel fatigue, but every time I think about it, it's just like, it's
Oh, I'm
gonna
too
be
tired
another
now. I don't
one.
want. Oh,
It's
I'm so
gonna be
lazy to
another
watch it again.
product. It's gonna follow the same basic plot points here and there. It's got a thing, an event or a crisis will happen, and then Loki and Mobius will make a few jokes. A few corporate safe jokes, and then
Oh, is
maybe
Mobius gonna say
sprinkle in a little
wow?
bit of diversity in here and there, and
Wow.
voila, you got a Marvel product.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
He
Wow.
didn't
Okay,
say wow in the first season, by the way.
no, he didn't. If Owen Wilson says that, it will save Marvel for me.
It will save. Yeah. It will save Marvel. Fair enough. All right. So I think about season 2. The first thing I noticed is obviously the guy from Everywhere All at Once, which is cool because like that
Short round.
movie was about short round. Yeah, I forgot what the actor's name is. Them.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's cool to like see him again because literally Everywhere All at Once is about like a multiversal collapse kind of film, and this series is literally the exact same thing in a way. It's like about the multiverses going to hell and all that. So it's cool seeing him
The,
around.
the
It's cool
multiverse
seeing him
has been
again. Yeah.
going to hell in
Oh,
4
of course it
films.
does. Yeah, and but honestly, like I know there's like again whole Marvel fatigue and all that. That's why I actually didn't bother watching the Secret Invasion. But honestly, Loki has always been the most interesting in my opinion because it's so different from like the other like Marvel stuff. It's so
It was
out.
season 1. I quite enjoyed season 1.
Yeah, it was super out of the box, quite literally, because they're like in between universes and they jump across different universes and a lot of things happen. Like
For
so
me, it was
weird
not
things
the
happen. Yeah.
universe. For me, it's about the time traveling part that's fun.
Yeah. I mean, like, because time traveling concept is always like varied from like movies to movies and so on.
Yeah, media, right?
Yeah, and this is like their take on the time traveling stuff, and I'm like, it was time traveling and multiverse traveling and all that, and it's really
And
cool.
like buddy cop mystery, put in buddy
Yeah,
cop mystery.
Yeah, but multiversal buddy cop time traveling. Yeah, so like it's extremely out of the box. It's really cool.
It kind of
Yes.
reminds me of what have you watched the film PD?
Watch what? 80?
RIPD.
Oh, R.I.P.D. Yeah, I've watched
Rest in Peace
R.I.P.D. Was
Department. Yeah, it's kind of like
yeah,
that, right? It has
yeah,
that
kind of
feel
like
to
that.
it.
Yeah, except R.I.P.D. was kind of weird though. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Well, but then again, like Loki is weird on its own as well. But yeah, no, that's why it's like looking at season 2, like the way the things are happening and like uh I guess the like just the plot line in general is like it's kind of interesting in a way because I don't actually know exactly when this picks up. I'm guessing it's after the end of Quantum Mania because of all the
I mean, the post
what's his
credit
name,
seems to
Kang.
indicate
Yeah, it's the post credit. Yeah, the Kang the Conqueror was there. Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah, I
actually
don't
kind
know.
of curious. Maybe this was made before the news about Kang's actor was brought up. Maybe
Oh yeah. Right, I forgot he
yeah,
was in
he
a bit of
was
a
in a
in a
bit
bit
of
of a
a hit.
trouble. He's in a bit of a
So
trouble, right? I forgot.
I'm curious on how they'll
I'm pretty sure it was
work
already
their
like
way around.
I'm pretty sure it was already shot long before that stuff. Or
Pretty
if
sure.
anything, I don't think Kang might not be.
They
Actually, I don't
might,
know.
yeah, they might.
I was
They
gonna say
might
like
edit.
is Kang gonna be super integral to season 2? Like, is he gonna appear a lot of the times, or is he just gonna be
I
like in the
mean,
first season where he only appears like once in the end?
like the ending of season 1 kind of hinted at that. So
Yeah. And the season 1 ending ended that he's gonna be extremely prevalent for the second season, but like
so like,
I
well,
don't know.
circumstances. Maybe they'll edit him out in post. Well, it'll just remains to be seen.
Yeah, exactly. So curious about that as well. And also, yeah, I don't know. I like Loki's way of glitching out. It's very different from Spider Verse. It's just like him just
But at the same,
contorting.
but at the same time, it's like it has the same vibe to it.
Yeah. Basically, yeah, that's what I got from it too. It's like it's very Spider Verse where they're like up that what did they call it? The time split thing.
The canon event.
Not canon event. Actually, wait, no, they didn't mention canon event was a thing about like, oh yeah, the Avengers were supposed to win. That was from season 1, by the way. They actually mentioned canon event there. Oh yeah, time slipping. Yeah, that's what they called it.
Oh yeah, time slipping.
So yeah, season 2. It looks similar to like what season 1 was. To be honest, what season 1 trailer dropped, I was kind of like, what the hell is this gonna be about anyway? It's so
The
confusing.
season
But then
1's trailer is like so mysterious and like it's
yeah,
shrouded in mystery. I kind of like that.
yeah, but I guess it loses that touch since season. This is season 2. Like we already know what was the premise. We watched season 1, right? So we know the premise of it. So it's not as mysterious. But I guess
But like
you know.
it happens with most sequels, right? They try to outdo the first one.
Yeah, they tried to do
I'm
the
just
first one and loses
I'm
the
just afraid
touch.
that like season 2 will not be as good as season 1, which is like most often than not the case.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'm still kind of hopeful for it. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be better than Secret Invasion. Oh no.
Oh yeah, Miles, dude.
Actually, I haven't even watched it. Should I watch it? Or
Oh,
I need the comments to section just to like to spam yes or no. Oh god. But yeah, it's Loki season 2. Coming out October 6th, which is kind of soon. So yeah, very cool, very cool. But now we'll move on to another trailer. I can't. How do you make a transition between Loki and Saw X? What similarities do they have?
it's 10, dude. It's the
Yeah,
numeral
Saw.
number for 10.
No. Sometimes people call it Saw X. Sometimes people call it Saw 10. I prefer call it Saw X. Sounds cooler. So yeah, Saw X or the Saw or the 10th Saw film trailer. I think it is the 10th film. It has to be. Oh,
Don't
10.
Neither of us have enough knowledge of the Saw franchise.
Yeah. I should mention. Yeah, we watched the trailer, but neither of us actually watched the series, like the whole like film series. We don't like. We're missing so much context out of that.
So who would
I,
probably
I,
the worst
I want no,
person.
but I want to know list something. Says I know the premise is that like the people get kidnapped and they get put into horrific torture devices that they have to get out of. Otherwise, they'll be like mutilated badly. I know there's like that weird. I mean, I know like the Saw guy is like the weird
Puppet.
doll thing on the tricycle. And I know there was like a person in like a pig mask that like kidnaps people. I think I don't know. I think it's a killer from Dead by Daylight, as far as I know.
I think it makes you take Texas Chainsaw Massacre with this.
No. It is. If you see in the trailer, there's like a girl with a pig mask.
Oh
She
really?
says Tenso
Must have
Massacre.
missed
It's
that.
not a pig mask. It's literally just a skin mask. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
So what do you know about Saw? Huh? What do you know about
Uh,
Saw after watching
uh,
this? Huh?
uh, Tiny puppet man kidnaps people, tortures them, and they solve puzzles. Basically, a precursor to Squid Game.
Ah, yes. Squid Game. Bing bong. I don't know what the theme goes like. It's like a bunch of bing bong noises. Bing bong.
Bong.
But yeah, like I don't know. I've never been like a big fan. Like no, when I say I'm not a big fan, it's more like I just never saw it in general.
Ah, I see what you did there.
Just- Huh? I don't understand. Big fan.
You
Saw.
never saw it. Saw
I never
the
saw.
movie.
Ah. Ah.
Sorry. Well, I have the whole stream now.
I just leave the stream to Bob.
I swear I'm
Yeah,
not
like,
this
again.
cringy.
Oh, to be honest, yeah, only Kelvin, as far as I know, is the only one that watches Saw. The whole like TV, not TV series, sorry, the whole like film series. I'm not sure about Albert. I think he watched some of it, and Teguh does not watch horror, even though no, Saw is
Wait, hang
horror,
on.
but it's
Hang on.
not. But it's not
Does it
scary.
technically count as horror? I mean, there's no like,
It's not
there's no
scary. It's not
ghost or what
scary.
is. It's not something hunting something, right? Basically,
Yeah,
that's what horror. It's just a gore fest.
it's Saw a horror film. I'm googling that. Hang on, we need this discussion. A horror
I
film.
think it's more of a thriller rather than a horror. Is it?
Oh, it's an American horror film. Well, they didn't. They say it's a
Uh,
horror film. It's a horror film.
Oh,
Okay.
it's a horror film.
Look, man. Directed by James Wan. If James Wan says it's horror, it's horror. Only he knows. That's why Fast Furious 7 was a horror. Because he directed it. Because he directed it. Actually, that's just sad to say. Because Fast 7 was actually a pretty good film. It's the ones
It
that
was
come after was a bit
falseless
weird.
film.
But yeah, anyway, yeah. So again, like we're not really.
We're not
I don't really
experts in
understand
this.
what's going on in the trailer. Like I saw like okay, so
Wait,
apparently
for
the
in the trailer, there's a lot of like callbacks and references to past franchises, which doesn't help at all for us, which we don't
yeah,
understand.
especially the like the killer slasher person with the big mask, and it reveals her face in the end of the trailer. So I'm like, I don't understand what's going on here. I don't know if anyone here in the comments have watched Saw, and if you do, I don't know if you guys can like sum up 9 films into one. I don't even know if they're connected to one another. I'm gonna Google that. Hang on. Are Saw films connected? Are Saw movies connected? Movies are non-linear, full of both flashback scenes and flash forward scenes. Ah, so we don't
Oh,
need to watch
wait.
1 to 9.
No, that's the first film.
Or is it just the first
what
film?
you read it was just the first film. I remember that's the premise.
Are Saw movies in order? Does Jigsaw? I'm too lazy to read the entire paragraph, dude. It's like somebody needs to explain just a yes or no. Are they connected? Because I do not know.
Somebody will feel it in the comments.
But yeah, again, like we said, we're not very cut out for this. Only Kelvin is the only one smart enough to talk about this. But I honestly, I have a feeling he might get confused along the way trying to explain the whole premise of Saw. I don't know why, but I want to like tell you the story. I had like a friend, right? Apparently she watched Saw with
Uh,
with friends. But here's the thing, right? She's extremely like she's a big scaredy cat, and she's like a big scaredy cat, and she gets like revolted by like blood and gore and stuff very easily. I think at one point she got so scared from all the violence that happened in the Saw film that she screamed so loud that the like the
entire
night guards, the
theater.
satpam, the night the no, they were at home, right? They're
Oh,
watching at home. That the people, the night guards outside the house, that like the night patrols, like they came to the house thinking like, oh, what's going on? Did something
thinking that it
terrible
was like
happen?
something bad happened. But no, it's
Yeah,
just
they thought something bad happened. Turns out she was just so scared that she screamed that. I don't know. That's like the funniest.
That should be a PSA right there.
Yeah, I don't know why. Just like I don't know. That's just like really funny to me. Wait, who is this? So Kelvin's brother. It's Tobin Bell. Woo, he's
Tobin Bell,
back.
who
Who's
is
Tobin
like,
Bell?
who is
Is he like?
Tobin
Is he
Bell?
the original? Is he like the original? Oh, wait, Joe, you watched this film. Explain. Well, what's going
Explain.
on?
We are
Who's Tobin
lost.
Bell?
Who is
Did
this?
he play? Is he Saw? Is he Jigsaw? I mean, oh, he is. Yeah, his role as John Kramer, Jigsaw, Saw franchise. Okay, that's cool. So he's Jigsaw. See, I'm confused. He's an 80-year-old man, by the way. So, damn, he is so old. An old man playing Saw. God damn.
God damn.
Well, I'm
like
glad he
he-
can keep up with it. Yeah.
If this is
Is
the
it gonna be
last
like his last? Yeah, it's gonna be his last film, like Indiana Jones. I don't forget what it's called. That terrible, the
Dial
new
of
one.
Destiny,
Dial of Destiny.
no, I refuse to watch that. Don't get me wrong, I'm a diehard indie fan, but even I have my limits.
Yeah, no,
But
I didn't get to watch it either. I didn't bother.
I can't believe they made a better. They made Kingdom of the Crystal Skull better than that.
They did, they did. But yeah. Yeah, again, since we have nothing much to talk about Saw X, let's move from a buzz saw that cuts people to a circular saw that cuts pizzas, because we're talking about pizzas.
That's such a bad transition. No,
Yeah, do one better. You do one better.
all right.
One up me.
Okay.
I forgot what they call it.
Uh,
Pizza cutter.
From the circular shape of a buzzsaw to a circular shape of a pizza. Now
Butter.
comes the tier
Oh,
list.
hold on, yeah.
There's
That comes on
something
the
like-
tier list.
I would like the chat to know that currently I'm eating pizza, so it's fitting.
There is no videographical evidence that he is eating pizza. Actually, you can just send me a picture right now of the pizza you're eating, and then I'll show it on camera.
Okay, got it.
Can you do that? Can you do that real quick? I'm opening up my phone. Dude, just send it to the group chat. Just like no context pizza. By the way, I'm still waiting for the pizza. And then I'll bring up the tier list later.
Set that
Bobby said he sent the pizza. Look.
at the pizza.
Oh look, he eats pizza. See, there you go. Pizza.
There you go. Pizza.
And he's on
yeah.
stream. Yeah, pizza.
pizza. Pizza and I'm on stream. Wow.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Iconic
Proof.
duo.
Yes, proof. He's eating pizzas right now. So it's time to do our pizza tier list. Why didn't I write pizza tier list? Why did I just write pizza tier list? I need to edit these stuff. Look, man, I'm not in charge of these things. Okay, I get
Yeah.
lost. It's my first solo stream, man. sorry. But yeah. So I shall
I'm not
open
gonna
up
lie. Pizza
Yeah.
tier sounds like a banging
actual,
pizza
like, an
pizza
actual
joint, you
chain.
know?
Yeah. Pizza tier. Yeah, welcome to pizza tier. You can't out tier this pizza. What? What am I on about? What am I on about? What?
This is what happens
Anyway.
when you give Ariq too much control, guys.
He's right, you know. Hang on, I need to verify I'm not a robot. Verify. Yes.
What is
Yes,
this?
I made
tier list?
I made a pizza tier list. It's consisted of multiple pizzas. Here's the thing, right? I know for a fact, I'm pretty sure there's like hundreds and hundreds of different types of pizzas. But I can't be bothered to search all of them, so I tried to find. So what I did to make it more relatable to us specifically is that I just put pizzas that are mostly from the Pizza Hut menu in Indonesia. And I should mention, why Pizza Hut? Well, here's the thing. I just want to get this message clear that our Pizza Hut in Indonesia is vastly superior than that of the American Pizza Hut. Like
Yeah,
leagues
that's right.
ahead. We are leagues
that's
ahead,
right.
and I can Albert can confirm it himself if I'm not mistaken. He did say that it is much better here than out there. So you know what? Yeah. So I want to. So yeah. So I decided to put a lot of the flavors is actually from Pizza Hut. The ones that are like circular here, like PNG, these ones are like from Pizza Hut Indonesia themselves. But then I had like just like basic general pizza toppings here and there. So yeah, I remember we had this talk before. Albert brought up like a pizza like a national pizza day.
National
And,
Pizza Day.
Yeah, it was like an actual holiday. No, it wasn't a holiday. It was just called the National Pizza Day or something. And and we talked about like what are like the nicest toppings and all that. So you know what? Now with the release of TMNT next week, we can finally actually talk about pizzas. Yes.
Be honest. This is just
Yeah.
an elaborate ploy for you to talk about pizza, isn't it?
What, rather than films? Yes, there's nothing
Yes.
going on in the film industry apart from riots and protests. So we'll have to make it lighthearted and we'll talk about pizzas. And also, I just
Everybody
recently
likes
had pizza.
pizza.
Yes, everybody likes pizzas. Yeah, but that's why I have the ranking here. S, A, B, C, and L. Just like you're a loser. You take L's, right? Makes sense. But of course, I tried to make it in relation of TMNT. So first one is Shell Shock because that was the name of the music they used in the Michael Bay TMNT trailer. And also, of course, Shell, turtle in the shell. Yeah. A for awesome because awesome is just something they say generally, very common. And then B for booyakasha. They apparently say that several times
Apparently.
every now and then. And of course, their most famous catchphrase, Kawabunga. Kawabunga, dude. So yeah, C for Kawabunga. And then, of course, L. I was going to title it sewage, but I was like, it has to come up with a different letter. So, like, latrines is literally another word for toilet, which means it's bad.
Okay. It means it's bad.
Which means it's bad. So it belongs here. So yeah. So without further ado, let's do our pizza tier list. Very
While eating
objective
pizza.
based. Actually, it's not very objective based. It's going to be super opinionated. Actually, I should mention I need to like change the streams every now and then here because like I know most of you guys are from America, so I'm gonna show you what it looks like from the Pizza Hut in Indonesia. So basically, like this is the menu, and I just took all the pictures from there. So like this is what we have. So just in case you want to get a
This is just the most common.
understanding. Yeah.
Wait,
If I'm not mistaken, though, some things like meat lovers and American favorite, they do exist in America. Like these are like the basic.
but it's different. I've
Yeah,
tasted both. Yeah, it's different.
Same,
Like you
same, but
said,
different.
the same but different.
Yeah. Yeah, like I
Ours
said,
is
was
way
vastly
superior.
Yeah,
Yep,
ours is way
vastly
superior. Right, hang on. Let me get the oop, oop. All right. So first, the first pizza here is wait, hang on. That picture looks confusing. It's American favorite. So American favorite. What's your thoughts on this? What's your thoughts on American favorites?
Like,
Hang on, let me just put it here.
are we talking about? Are we taking into account history? Because
What history? What history? A long time ago.
not that history. I mean, like,
What?
like decades ago, American favorite is like good, but over the period of time, the quality kind of diminished for me, at least in my opinion. So I'd say Kawabanga, at least
Okay.
now, right? The American favorite now, not back then, but now.
So back then it was a higher tier than this for you?
Yeah, it was a higher tier because it was really good.
Okay, fair, valid. For me personally, I don't know. I just find it kind of boring because it is technically just like a standard pizza topping with mushrooms, yeah, pepperoni, meat,
They
yeah,
have a sausage in there
slices of
too.
meats, yeah. No sausages.
No
Not in
sausage?
this one, yeah. Onions, mozzarella cheese, and mushrooms, yeah. I I'm not so sure. Like, it's not. Here's the thing, right? I wanted to put it in Cowabunga because it's just boring, but it's not honestly. Even as of right now, even though you said like the quality has dropped, it's not terrible.
It's not terrible by all
It's
means,
not.
but it's just like it's not as it was first. Okay, it lost
It's lost its touch.
it lost its touch exactly.
It's lost its touch. You know what? I guess I'll agree with Cowabunga because like I'm not so sure, but 'cause I think flavor wise they seem all the same to me back then and versus now. Because when I was a kid, yeah, I used to eat American favorites almost all the time. Eat American favorites almost all the time. But yeah, as of right now, it's like when my parents ordered, I'm just like, well, at least it's pizza.
And I'm a firm believer that there is no bad pizza, right? It's just a different
Oh, we haven't
Yeah.
gotten there yet.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. We will get to that controversial take sooner, but later, okay?
Sooner or later, I'll put later, so like here, right? But yeah, I guess we agree that American favorites is in Kawabunga because it's just like it's for you. It's lost its touch. For me, it's kind of boring. But otherwise, a servable pizza
Otherwise,
and it's
it's
pretty good.
it's servable pizza.
I guess it. I guess you guys might. Actually, I'm curious. Ito, like what you guys think of this? Because like the American ones, like we said, it's very inferior, right? So you guys might say no, that this belong in latrines if it's the American version. But for us, yeah, Kawabunga seems about right. All right. So moving on, the next pizza. This one's also from. Okay, I should mention. Yeah, these are once again from Indonesian Pizza Hut. Um, I think this one's like the cheese lovers. Let me just check real quick. All the way at the bottom. Yeah, it's the cheese lovers pizza. Mozzarella cheese, string and shredded with parmesan. Have you ever had this before, Bob?
Yep.
All right, and what's your thoughts on it? Or what is the review?
Latrines.
Oh, it's bad.
Latrines. It's so. It's like, nah, man. The
It's
amount of
too-
cheese. I don't understand why the amount of cheese they put in this one is ungodly, dude.
Is it like gives you the lactose intolerance?
Yeah, it's like on the verge of lactose. The cheese, maybe dial down the cheese a bit, man. I know you love cheese, but god dang.
Yeah, I should mention. I think I've had this like a very long time ago, and yeah, no, as you mentioned, like I didn't like it as much just because like it's like plain pizza, but not enough sauce and just way too many cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's just like all you taste is like salt. Well, it's like how cheese tastes like it's kind of salty, so it's just like that's all you taste. And I
There's
think I
not even-
overdosed
and-
myself
okay.
because like I had like the crust is like the ones that is like filled with cheese.
Oh man, that's
So it's
bad.
like cheese on top of more cheese on top of bread. I'm like, oh god.
And there's not even a cheese pool. Once you bite it, it just melts everywhere. It's just so messy to eat, dude.
Oh yeah, that's true. Like, I guess it just melts everywhere. And I guess if you like order it when it's no longer hot, I guess you'll just have like rigid cheese.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious about what Kelvin thinks of this if you've ever had it, because Kelvin, I know him for a fact that he likes cheese a lot, but I don't know if this is too much cheese for him or the cheese is not right or he thinks it actually belongs in shell shocked. Otherwise, he's just weird. I don't. Yeah, honestly, it's not. I wouldn't want to put it in Kawabunga because it's not as good as
It's not as good
American
as
favorites.
in American favorite. Given the toppings, it has more flavor than cheese lovers.
Yeah, that's true. It has more flavors. That's the start. Flavor
That's a
is
start.
important. Yeah, that's the
Flavor
thing.
diversity is a thing. Okay, we need to have that in our pizzas.
Yeah. So I guess yeah, we'll put this in latrines because that's what it belongs. Well, actually, you know what? Like I said, even the worst pizzas, they're still kind of okay. They're still like, gitu lah.
Yeah.
Right. So moving on, we have actually this is my all-time favorite. Not gonna lie, this is my all-time favorite. This is the cheeseburger Pizza Hut order one. Oops, hang on. Let me just share the menu from the Indonesian Pizza Hut. Where is it? Yeah, there. Cheeseburger. Basically, it's literally like a cheeseburger on a pizza. There's like patties, cheese. And I think that's mustard. It is mustard.
I don't know if you
Java
guys
cheese.
have this in the US, but it tastes weird in a good way.
Yeah, you're
Right?
right. Yeah, it
that
tastes
is the-
weird. It's like this is not pizza, but it
It
tastes so
tastes-
good.
It's like no, you know what's worse? Your head, your mouth, everything, your senses tells you that it's pizza, but your taste bud tells you it's
Or your taste
burger.
bud, like, it's burger. It's like it's going
There's
on.
conflicting, sensory.
You bite into it, it tastes like the best cheeseburger you've ever had. But then
You're
you look
holding a
back and you're
pizza.
holding a slice, like, huh?
So your brain just like is confused, dude, with the sensory.
It's that's why I want to put it in shell shock. Not only is it good, it actually gives you shell shock because you just look at it like,
Literally
Oh.
shell shocked.
yeah,
Like
it's genuinely good.
so my cousin, like I ordered it, right, and my cousin haven't had it for the first time, so I just served him up like the cheeseburger pizza right here. This is what is this? Just taste it. He bites into it, and he has the most
Sorry,
He
yeah,
has
go
the
on.
most. He has the most confused look of his life.
Why? Because he's like, huh?
He's like,
Yeah, no,
this should
it's
not
the
work,
shell shock.
but
Yeah,
it
it's true.
does.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, the first time I tried it, I was like cheeseburger. What? Why would you make a cheeseburger flavor pizza? It makes no sense. But
It's
then
just
after I taste it, it doesn't make sense. But it's right.
exactly.
It
I don't know.
doesn't make
I don't
sense.
know
And
how else we can describe this
we are having.
monstrosity.
We need to put this a new category: existential crisis. 'Cause that's what it's giving
Existential
us.
crisis.
We are genuinely still shocked. I know Kelvin said this. Yes, Kelvin, we've tried this. He says cheeseburger pizza is like
Cheeseburgers
8 tier,
pizza is
and
like
yeah, I don't.
8. Yeah,
I mean, to
exactly.
be honest, yeah, no, well, 8 tier is here. He meant like here, but like I
Oh,
know Kelvin is not like as big of a fan as the what's it cheeseburger pizza. But hey, you know what? He still likes it quite a bit. We often order it. Not gonna lie. But yeah, I'm still putting it as shell shock just because like again, it's so weird. It shouldn't work, but it does.
it feels illegal.
It feels illegal. But yeah, I'll put it up there. And I don't think it exists. Weirdly enough, I don't think it exists in the American menu,
I don't
which
think
is
it
weird.
exists
This is
anywhere in America. No, this is like Indonesian
yeah, I'm
exclusive.
sorry, but like cheeseburger pizza is the most American thing you can ever say.
And yet they didn't invent it.
Yeah, the only thing more American than this is an eagle holding an M249 with the American flag. But otherwise, it's
We'll
otherwise this
settle
is
with
like the
this.
second most. Yeah, but this is like the second most American thing. I don't know, man. I think American should be like be the American the Indonesian Pizza Hut thinks you are.
That's quoted right
True,
there, dude.
true patriotism, right? Which is we should move on though. Enough
Okay.
simping for the greatest pizza we've ever had, and now let's move on to what is basically I think this is called the cheese overload. That sounds. I should
That
mention
sounds disgusting.
I should mention I've never ate this. I've had cheese lovers, but never cheese
I
overload.
think that's a new thing.
Yeah, no, it is new. I think because I think I've never seen it like years ago. Years ago, yeah, I never seen it, and I'm kind of scared. I'm threatened.
Wait, hang
Here,
on,
I should
hang on. Wait, the ingredients: mozzarella, string
mozzarella
cheese,
cheese, string
cream,
cheese, cheese mayo,
mayo, parmesan, and white. What the hell's
and
white
white.
cheese?
What is white cheese? Hang on, let me Google that. White cheese. It's cheese that's white. Wow.
Wait, is
I
it
don't know.
feta? No, it's not feta, is it?
I don't know how to spell that.
F feta cheese.
Oh, feta cheese.
Feta cheese,
Easy.
yeah.
They look like tofu. I think it could be actually. Yeah, you're right. So that's what the ingredients is based on this Indonesian writing. It looks like there's a lot more cheese than this. I'm scared.
And that scares me, dude.
That scares me.
You know the view of
But
TF2?
yeah,
No man.
I fear no man.
I fear no man, but that thing
But
scares
that
me,
thing
dude. I don't think
scares me.
that just scares me, dude.
Cheesy. Well, Kelvin says cheesy bites. He's talking about the crust on the side. I should mention what cheesy bites looks like.
If anything instantly makes it at least be here.
I don't think this exists in American Pizza Hut again. Cheesy bites. This thing, these corners.
Oh, yeah. No, yep, agreed. Agreed, Kelvin. Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we'll have to put everything in B tier if we put that as the crust. So we'll have to go with a neutral crust here. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. We have to go
I'm
with
sorry.
the national standard here.
We have to go with the national standard because if we just put everything, everything will just be here.
So for context, each order of pizza allows you to put like this crust in.
Yeah.
No matter what topping it is.
Yeah, like for example, this one here is like American favorites. No, this is meat lovers,
Meat
but
lover.
with cheesy bites around. Yeah, so again, very nice. But yeah, again, cheese overload. You've never had this. I've never had this. Can't truly
And
rate
I
it
don't
per
think I
se.
ever will.
I want to try, Bob.
I
At
just
one
want a
point,
slice, okay, like a tiny triangle tip
next
slice.
time we meet, okay, we're going to Pizza Hut. We'll order the small, like the personal pizza version. Okay.
Oh god, that's like the bite from hell. Is it? Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna order
Okay.
that. We're gonna try it. Okay, and then we'll probably
Okay.
come back to it again next week. I'll let you guys know what happens.
Is
It turns out we
I,
die from too much lactose. Lactose overload.
I think my opinions in it will be similar with cheese lover, but just like it's like
I kind
basically
of want to put it. Yeah,
this is like cheese lover on steroids. Okay.
yeah, that's what it is. I don't even see the crust on it, man. Look,
It's all just cheese, dude.
jeez. I'm gonna put it in latrines for now, but I tell you, it's gonna be an upset if it turns out to be anything better than latrines. If it turns out to be Kawabunga, I'd be surprised, dude. But so far, we're gonna put it there.
I am not looking forward to this, but hey,
I I am
theory will
looking
only
forward
get
to
you so far.
Yes, as Dr. Oppenheimer said, theory will get you so far. Oh my god. But yeah, next. But we'll
What's
move on to the
next?
next pizza
Yes.
is can't tell what that. It's like chicken supreme, I think. Hang on, let me just check. It is that is oh I'm lost. I don't know if it's super supreme or super chicken supreme.
What's the difference?
Um difference. Let's see. I mean no, the super supreme and super chicken supreme is the difference is it's just meat. The beef is replaced with chicken. That's it. Oh, never mind. It's called chicken
Oh,
lovers. It's
wow.
chicken lovers.
Indonesian Pizza Hut 1 second when they don't put lover in their title in their menu.
So what would you put chicken lovers? We already put oh that's not meat lovers, sorry. That's just American favorites. Yeah. Chicken lovers. What would you put this?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've had chicken lover, but if I do, I think it'll be mid. The cowabunga.
Yeah. You know, I've had chicken lovers before, and I kind of want to put it in kawabunga under the basis that the chicken becomes dry after they put
Yeah,
in like on
yeah.
the
That's
oven.
the
Main
problem with it,
issues.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, the chicken
The
just
chicken
dries out, you know.
gets too
Yeah.
dry. I
Yeah,
think.
that was like kind of like my issues. It was kind of dry, kind of bland, sadly. But it there's still some flavors of the chicken, but otherwise it's still like, again, not so much. But again, it's not horrible. It wasn't like an overload of oh,
Diabetes.
cheese. Yeah. So yeah, and honestly, yeah, I think as somebody who goes to the gym often, I probably need to order this more often. Proteins,
Natural
man, the
facts.
proteins.
He's bulking, guys.
These Balkan guys and the proteins of the chicken. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to retry this again. I have a feeling it's most likely C because like beef tends to have more flavor than especially. Yeah.
Right. Alright,
Next
next.
next we move on to Super Supreme. Oh
A
my
tier.
god.
A
A
tier.
tier?
A
Certainly!
tier.
It's
A
been
tier.
ruined for me, dude.
What happened?
No, no, no. The only reason, right? I didn't want to put it anywhere like up here, you know. I kind of want to put it at C. It's because every time my parents, every time they buy Pizza Hut, it's always, 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 always Super Supreme. So
It's a
I do get
testimony.
bored of it.
It's a testament of how good it is, dude.
Okay, you have a point there, yeah, but it's just like I get bored of it to a point where I can't give a proper objective opinion because like I have a feeling like after you eat any of these pizzas way too many times, you'll probably get bored of it. I'm pretty sure if
To
you
be
eat
fair, yeah,
cheeseburger too many
yeah.
times,
Back
you
in the
put it down.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. To be fair, back in that time, like Super Supreme is just like the go-to pizza we always
It
order whenever there's like big parties and stuff.
actually, yeah, you're right. When there's a big party, someone's birthday, yeah, somebody just orders Super
So it's
Supreme.
birthday, Super Supreme.
I remembered. I always like during my birthday in schools, I always like come to the class and like here's the
There's the pizza you order. It's Super
yeah, it's
Supreme.
pizza, it's Super Supreme, and everyone takes it and everyone likes it. Then I tackled Kelvin because he ran to the pizza too quickly. Then I got into trouble. Anyway, another story for another time.
Especially
He can, he
Ariq's
can,
lore drop. Ariq lore drop.
but anyway, you know what? I can you know what? Fine. You know what? I can agree to put it in A or B and Buyakasha or awesome. What did you say?
I'll
Do you believe it's so
compromise.
awesome?
Booyakasha then. I'll compromise.
Well, I agree with the higher end tier of
But
Buyakasha under the
I
basis
think
that
it's higher. But personally, I think it deserves higher.
Deserves higher. If only we had more councilmen to debate on this. I have a feeling it would end up in these spots just because, what is it?
It's just a superior, It's a superior pizza, dude.
The superior. I'm gonna put it in A for a while, just because you're right. It is the superior go-to pizza. This is what everybody thinks about when you say Pizza Hut in Indonesia, of course. In
You know,
Indonesia, this is what they think
this
about,
is
like
what
Pizza Hut.
everyone
This,
thinks about when they're out pizzaing the hut.
but they're up pizzaing out. Here's the sad part is that I rarely have this fresh, like out of the oven in the restaurant, because it's always, pizzas. We will mostly take it home. It's mostly cold. It changes the flavors a bit, but not. It doesn't ruin it. But yeah, I've never had it fresh before. Unlike some of these pizzas here, like I've had this fresh often. I've had this one's fresh. I don't know if that makes any difference if I had these fresh.
I don't think it does.
I don't think it does. But let's go with it anyway. Yeah. All right. Moving on. We have
Moving on.
the Frankfurter pizza is what Frankfurter pizza.
Barbecue
This one here.
I'm being
Frankfurter
here.
barbecue. I've only had this once, and I only had like a slice because like a friend of mine like ordered it, and I get one slice and all that. I can't remember what it tastes like. I think it was just
The
I think
mustard, it's a bit too overpower for me. It's a bit
was it
too
overpowering? Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Okay, so
overpowering.
I think I know what this is. I think this is like a failed attempt of the cheeseburger. Oh, it's right beside it. Because like they tried to make like a hot dog in a pizza, but then it just tastes like
No,
a
this is
sausage on a
this is
pizza.
like they tried to it's like the German version of the cheeseburger pizza.
Oh, the German burger, the German version of the cheese.
Yeah,
This
because
is
they like Frankfurt.
this is
They use Frank.
America. Yeah,
They use Frank
Frankfurter.
sausage, right? They're Frankfurter sausages,
Yeah, Frankfurter
and
sausage. Yeah.
and the sausage. I mean, be honest. When you order the sausage a la carte, like in Pizza Hut, the sausage was actually good. If you've ordered the sausage in just on its own,
Right,
but
right, right.
but
When they
with
put
the
it here is
pizza, it's like it's not the sausage's problem. It's the like I said, it's the mustard's problem. It's too overly
this must
mustard.
this M here, this big M of
Yeah,
mustards. It's a little too much. Fair enough. Mustard is very overpowering as
it's
like a
very powerful.
condiment.
Like use
Yeah, it's not
sparingly. It should be
used
used
sparingly, yeah. Fair enough. So if they I guess you could just wipe away the mustard a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's what I
If you're
ended up
eating.
doing. So,
Oh, is that what you end up doing? All right.
yeah,
You know what? I'll give this one a try as well later on because I don't think I've ever had this, or last time I had it was only a slice and was a very long time ago. So where'd you put this? Buyakasha?
here,
Kawabanga?
buyakasha.
Put in Buyakasha for
It's
barbecue.
good if you can stomach the mustard, but I
Fair
personally
enough, fair
can't.
enough,
So.
yeah. Yeah, fair enough. All right.
Oh
Now
no,
we're moving on to
oh no, it's closing in. I am not looking forward to it.
silence. Silence.
No!
Silence, my boy. Not yet. Okay, we have to go to the most basic Italian pizza. This is if you say pizza, this is what Italians think of because this is the margherita pizza, the most like
Mamma
common,
mia.
most basic, the most mamma mia of all pizzas, which I've had quite recently actually. But again, it's not authentic Italian pizza because I'm in Indonesia, bro. What do you think? So, what do you think of the standard margherita pizza, Bob?
Well, I've had margaritas in Italy, like real
In Italy?
margaritas,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna say like the real margaritas, what the Italians claim as like authentic margarita is from like
Yeah.
Italy and stuff, doesn't necessarily live up to the hype.
Oh,
Oh,
not to my stand, not my tempo,
not my
to
tempo.
not my tempo. I don't know why I have to put that reference for that film. No, not
So
your
yeah,
tempo.
so it's like yeah, it's decent. It's pizza, right? Like everyone loves
Pizza.
pizza again. But
Yeah, fair.
like here's the thing, like at least in Jakarta, in Indonesia, right? Margarita pizzas varies with location. So it's
Ah,
really not
fair.
it's really not you can't really
It's hard
be able
to
to measure
it's
it,
hard to
right?
determine, yeah, because like
Yeah,
it
because
the way
there's
they make
like
it
there's
here is
one place
different.
that's really good. The other place is really bad. So if I
How
have
about
like
like pick the best option? I say pick the best option one. Well, how would you rate that then?
the best
Out of the best,
option, I think
yeah, the best.
I'll just say like the best margarita that I had
Yeah,
in here is one from a nearby restaurant in my home called Black Sheep. They made like really authentic Italian food, as authentic as it can get. Like,
right.
I guess that's like one of the best margaritas. Excuse me. So I think I would put it in the same tier as the Frankfurt, like Booyakasha.
Frankfurter Buyakasha. Oh, what do
Yeah,
you think is lacking from the margarita to prevent it from up here? Is it just like not
consistency. I think it's just my
consistent? Your
yeah.
consistency.
My only gripes with it is just consistency. Like one place can have like a godly margarita, and the other can have like a shitty margarita. You know,
Oh,
excuse my language.
okay. Yeah. Fair. But for me, like it's honestly like for me, most margaritas pizzas I've ate, I've only ate like two Italian restaurants near Bogor. Like so and they're pretty much similar. And to me, like I only put it in B, maybe even C, but actually no, B. B makes sense. I only put it in B just because, like, again, margaritas only really consisted of like some cheese, and I think that's like oregano leaves, and of course
Basil,
tomato
it's
sauce.
basil.
Yeah, oh, it's basil. Shit.
Yeah,
Oops, it's basil. Yeah, and then like mostly tomato sauce. I think it is
it
like
is
most
tomato.
mostly
It's
yeah,
tomato based
yeah,
sauce.
tomato base. Yeah, so like
So yeah,
it's kind
it's
of
just like
like
the ingredients are just too simple for it to
it's
be able to.
plain. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a bit too plain, a bit too simple, but it's like probably one of the better plain simple pizzas out there.
yeah, ah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. So I guess the mid tier makes sense for this kind of pizza. Yeah, I'll agree. I'll put margarita pizza at B tier. Booyakasha.
No,
Now
no,
moving on. The
no,
biggest
no.
controversy in the world. I
Dread
can't even
it.
get a full pizza.
Run from it. It arrives all the same.
It arrives all the same. Guys, we're going into the most controversial pizza
Let's debate,
topping in the
guys.
world. This is
This is
a
the
national
most
security.
This is of national security right here, dude.
So this is, of course, Hawaiian pizza or pineapple on
Pineapple
pizzas.
on pizzas.
All right, let's be
Host
okay.
goes first.
Bob, you actually, you know what? I'll go first. I'm gonna go first right now.
Go first, dude. Go
I
ahead,
will
man.
be okay. This is gonna be like a YouTube apology video. Hang on, I need to like sit down,
Okay, the lighting is
breathe.
has to be perfect. Let's go. Breathe.
Right,
Eye contact. Make
eye contact.
sad puppy dog eyes.
I have to say it, guys. I'm sorry, but Hawaiian pizza is not terrible.
Oh my god, I
Oh
can't
my
believe
god!
that. I
Get him
cannot
out of
cancel that.
You need
It
to
has been
leave!
cancelled. You need to leave.
You need to leave!
Twitter is raging right now.
Yeah, here's for in my opinion, pineapple on
What's
pizza
your
is
defense?
just
What's your defense, sir?
honestly, it's kind of mid as a topping. It's not terrible, it's not disgusting, but it's not what is it? But it's not like the best thing ever. It seems like people have two sides. People say it's either really good or like never eat it. It's the worst thing they've ever had. It doesn't belong on pizzas.
And I
But
know
I'm just
why.
like, but I'm just like, you know what? It's okay though. It's just like it's just a topping. There's nothing significant about it. It's like, it's just like, yeah, it's okay. And sometimes I like the way the flavor melts kind of a bit. Like just the sourness of the pineapple a little bit, but then you get like the saltiness of the like the cheese and then like saltiness of the bacon, not the bacon. Oops.
Not the
The beef,
What?
I mean. The beef. The beef. But otherwise, it's just like a normal, solid topping. Nothing terrible, nothing good about it. But what's your opinion on this, Bob? What do you think about Hawaiian pizza?
So to give a bit of context and background, I've
Yes.
had 3 Hawaiian pizzas in all my life, different
Right?
places.
Different places.
And I can tell you, I finally solved why it was so controversial. Because
Okay,
I've
give
had
us the lore
one.
drop.
Okay, here's the long. Because I've had one that's really good, one
Yes.
that's terribly mid, and one that's just goddamn horrendous. and
You've tasted all spectrums, is
yes,
basically.
exactly. But it's like by accident, because like, oh, I just want to try it. So the one, the really good one is I had it like ironically from Domino's, not Pizza Hut. Is that they
Yeah.
grilled their pineapple, and I'm just like, that makes sense.
Right. Yeah. I had the one in Domino's as well, and I thought it was like pretty good, pretty like mid-ish
Right?
good. You know what I
A
mean?
bit is good. So it's like
Yeah.
they don't grill it, but like I think they just pan sear it or something like that. But they introduce some heat to it, so it's not as fresh. The pineapple is not as fresh as if you would just put it on top of the pizza. So once
Right.
you bite it, like it's like the flavors tame. It really mix well with the cheese and the sauce, so it's actually really good. Now
Yeah.
for the
Exactly. For
for
the
the
for
mid
the other
part,
ones, yeah.
it's they bake the pineapple. So they put the pineapple on top of the pizza and they just put it in the pizza oven, right?
They put fresh
And
pineapple on the pizza
they
and
put
then they just
fresh
bake it.
pineapple and bake it, right? And
Okay.
then they serve after they cook it. So that kind of like, since pizza oven tend to get really hot, it kind of like overcooked the
Oh,
pineapple, like
oh,
almost
it's over.
burned. So it's like, uh, it tasted like garbage.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's like, but not like, but it's still decent. It's still edible. You can still eat it. Like burnt pineapple is fine. What I can't forgive is
Okay.
they put
Oh,
fresh pineapple on top of the pizza and serve it. I get why that's shit. I get why that it's so
ah,
controversial. Because
I see. I
the
see.
tartness of the pineapple and the pizza is doesn't like mix well with the cheese as of the moment. So once you bite it, it has a confusing taste of saltiness and sourness. Get
Okay.
it?
You know what? Yeah, that makes sense. Because I've only had really the one I remember the most is the Domino's one you described, and that one was pretty good. Because
It
like,
was
yeah, like
just
you said,
like yeah, I thought it was like a bit odd, like because my sister ordered it for like a meme, right? Pineapple pizza, it's terrible. But once I bite it, it's like, oh my god, this is actually really good.
yeah, yeah, same thing. I was like, pineapples on pizza. That's so weird. Why would you put the fruit on there? That's like 8-year-old me not knowing that tomato is already a fruit. But anyway, let's not
But
get bogged
anyway,
down on that. But I was just like, you know what? This is not bad. Yeah, I liked it. That's why I was so confused why everyone just hated it. Well, I guess it makes sense now that you mentioned fresh pineapple
the state of the pineapple. I think that's what
changes
really
the whole. Yeah,
divides the world on it.
this is why I really like. This is why like I should really get one of those because like my girlfriend is so opposed to pineapple on pizza. I don't think she's ever ate it. I don't think she's
I
ever
think
tried
like
it.
people who
She just
hate
think
pineapple on pizza is the ones who get like I said, the fresh pineapple on pizza.
yeah. But I have a feeling people who hate pineapple on pizza never even tried it in the first place. Though, not gonna lie. I think they just heard word of mouth from people who had the bad examples that you did, and then they believe that it is terrible. And yeah, and
I
then
mean,
they just
like
like never
I
ate it.
think my overall stance is like it's too different, It's too contradictory for me to form a solid opinion. So I
Yeah,
think I
solid
would just put
opinion
it
for
in
now.
C. Yeah.
I'll put it in C. Personally, I'm gonna wanna put it in B just because I want to pick the best of the best, and the best one is from Domino's. And
It is
you have to
from
admit,
Domino's. Yeah.
Domino's, you would put Domino's as a B, right?
I
Realistically,
would put the Domino's pineapple on pizza a B, yeah.
a B for Domino's, right? Yeah, but realistically, overall, due to
But
the
maybe it's like
state,
high C, yeah.
high C's or like low B.
Low
This
B's.
one's difficult, actually. You know
Literally
what?
built different.
Dude, I think the councilman's gonna get canceled with a lot of hate if I put it on here. So let's put it here instead.
Let's
What do
put
you
it in
think?
Cell Shop just to troll them.
how
Yes!
how dare
Yes!
you?
Oh,
How
dare you!
dare you? Guys, we did it.
Guys, we did it. We got cancelled over
Oh, I love
pineapples.
movies. You're back. Pizza Hut chains in America seem so different. Yeah, I checked
Yeah.
some of your menus. It had some of the same stuff like American favorites and meat lovers. I don't remember if it had Super Supreme or not. Then they had their own thing, and I was just
They
like,
have their own
yeah,
thing.
yeah, but then
And
they have their
also
own thing, and I'm just like,
also like there's so much contention in America with each state
Oh
have
yeah,
like
yeah.
claims to be have its own best pizza, like
Right, yeah,
Chicago versus New
like
York.
Chicago, New York, and then yeah, like different chain. Like it's not just chain restaurants that have to go up against like local businesses, Italian restaurants. Fair enough. In Indonesia, yeah, it's hard for us to find like a local Italian restaurant. So if you want pizza, Pizza Hut is kind of the only way to go. You can find Domino's here too as well, by the way. But
Which I think is superior, but hey,
hey, yeah, it's yeah. But those
it's
are the two options.
pizza.
Papa John's, I've literally only seen like one or two in my entire lifetime of living in Indonesia. I don't know.
There's like it's the opposite for me because in here, for some reason, there's a lot of Italian joints. So independent Italian joints. So there's a lot of options for pizzas.
Yeah. Oh, actually, here, Fred Loves Movies brought something up. Detroit Pizza.
Detroit pizza, right? Detroit pizza. Thank you, Fred Movie.
It's is it just squares? Because we have this in
Square.
Indonesia as well. The 1 meter long Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
The meter, 1 meter. Yeah, this one, Limo Pizza, 1 meter. Is it the same as this? Are
No,
they
it's
two
not the
different
same. So
things?
Detroit pizza. So the thing is
Well,
that
what's the difference? Yeah,
they bake the bread so like high, so it became crispy.
like
So
this.
look at that. Look at the texture of that bread. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crispy. So when you bite it, it's like crunchy. The bread is crunchy, not unlike ours when you
Oh,
bite
so
it, it's soft.
oh wait, so it's more like the garlic bread you get at like those Italian restaurants or something. Is that the
Yeah.
crunchiness?
It's the same, but they just put instead of garlic, they put
Yeah,
pizza
they put
toppings.
yeah pizza toppings on it. Okay, I might give it a try, but I don't think it's. I think it's very difficult to find Detroit style pizza in Indonesia. I don't know if Bob ever encountered one. Have you?
Well, it's not
Probably not.
exactly called Detroit. It's what's that? Marzano, right? Marzano
Marzano.
had it. Yeah, pizza Marzano.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Well, sadly, I didn't include it because I don't know. Just well, we've never had it, and it's kind of like not really a topping. It's a different style. That's why I
It's a
don't have
different style.
yeah. I didn't.
Like
That's why I
this
don't
this
have
tier
like.
list is solely for toppings, but like that's why you didn't have deep.
That's why
I don't
we
think you have
exclude
deep
like
dish.
the different like types of bread, the different like cooking method, like what do you call it? Chicago pizza.
Deep
Deep
dish,
dish
Chicago
Chicago.
deep dish. Yeah, let's
I've
call
never
it
had
that.
one, by the way. According to Albert, he said it was like it makes you super full just because of how thick it is.
It is. It is. Like in here, we have like the the restaurant's called Gilas.
Yeah.
So
And
they just ordered they give you just a slice because that's how thick it is.
yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I probably wouldn't finish
So
two.
I think like technically, if you want to classify it as a food, deep dish Chicago pizza is more towards pies, not pizza. You get what I'm
Are you
saying?
being technical with me here? Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, technically it's a pie,
Technically it's a pie, not a pizza. But hey,
but hey, you know what? I'm pretty sure it tastes good. I'm not the one to go against it. Like, ooh, Chicago deep dish looks so weird. Ooh.
we're not gonna go into that like debate in this episode.
Maybe some other time for the next
Maybe some
TMNT
other
film.
time.
But yeah, but for now, we are moving back to Pizza Hut, Indonesia, because we have meat lovers. Oh wait, let me not put it there. Let me put it here first. Oh, where's the meat lovers? It's like basic. There it is. Meat lovers. So there's like beef sausage, more beef meats, burger beef meats, chicken sausage, and cheese. It's all meats. It's just meats.
It's
It's meats
just
and
me.
sausages, bro.
I wonder why they call it meat lover in the first place.
Mm, I should get. I don't like meat. Let me just order meat lovers. Gonna order one on stream right now.
Right now?
Right now.
Right, live.
I'm just kidding. I'm not that. I'm not that. I'm not that stupid.
Yeah, that's 54. Holy crap. Yeah, inflation's crazy. Anyway.
I should mention. Wait, this is a large pizza. I don't know. I want to tell the Americans. This is large pizza with the cheesy bites crust, the one that we showed before. Do you know the one where you can like pick out the sides? So this is about $10, literally. Plus an extra dollar for cheese for the large size. Large feeds a whole family of four. or
I
maybe
am
like
a
one
whole
of me.
family of 4.
I am a whole family. You know, on during bulking days, yeah, I am a family of 4. But yeah, so yeah, a large pizza here is $10, by the way. That's how much it costs. But anyway, yeah. Meat lovers? I don't know. What do you put on this? What are your thoughts on meat lovers?
A tier. If anyone says anything else, fight me.
Okay, latrines. Anyway, moving on.
Hey!
A tier. Okay, why A tier? Is it like actually you just really
Because
like the meatiness?
aside from Super Supreme, right? The most common thing to order was meat lover.
Yeah, it was. It was. You're right. It's either
It's either
Super
Super
Supreme
Supreme or meat
or meat
lover.
lovers. Yeah, and if you order 2 pizzas for like a big party,
It's
the
both
flavor
of
will
them.
always be it's both of them.
It's
It's
both
both of
of them.
them.
It's like it's you can't separate these two, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no. So
So it's but yeah, it's A tier. Unlike the Frankfurter, right? This one it has a completely balanced flavor of meat and not overly mustard. There is none.
I mean, there is no mustard. Yeah, that's true. There's no over flavor of anything, and you can taste most of the flavor. You can taste a bit of the chicken. Oh,
You
because
can
the
take a
chicken
bit
isn't
of
as because the chicken isn't as prominent as the previous one. This is chicken supreme. It doesn't like you don't get so much dry.
and it's not and it's because the chicken is not like strips of chicken, right? In
Oh right.
chicken supreme, they use chicken sausage instead. So
Oh yeah, they use chicken sausage instead. Yeah, so yeah, you don't get the dryness of it. So that's quite nice. You know what? Yeah, I'll put it in A tier. I was gonna originally put it in B under the basis that it's just a lot of meat and not enough other things.
but
It
yeah,
kind of
even though it's a lot
makes it
of
a bit
meat,
bland.
it's so balanced.
Surprisingly weird. Yeah, it is. You're right. It is balanced. It's not like you're not gonna get like an over amount of like meat just like stuffed in your mouth. I'm saying this in the weirdest way possible. It's gonna get quoted meat stuffed in your anyway. Anyway. But yeah, like it's a lot of meat, but it's not like overwhelming amount of flavor of meat. So it's a pretty good balance, I say.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll put it.
I
Yeah,
guess I
these
don't
two
yeah,
go in
and
hand. Yeah,
it's like freaking iconic, Meat lover. It's like
meat lover is
the
iconic.
poster
Yeah,
child of Pizza Hut here, dude.
yeah. But I think if I were to rate it flavor purely flavor alone, I'd put it on B just because again, like I said, there isn't much things going on with it. Unlike Super Supreme, which has like bell peppers and onions and like red, no, green and red bell peppers. This one literally has no vegetables on it. It's like anti-vegan.
Which is
Yeah.
the which is why it's good.
Of course you would say that. Huh?
Whoa!
How Bob?
Wait, what the hell? Meat monster? Is that like the
Never had this. Yeah, sorry. I was about to move on to like yeah. So like yeah, so we'll put meat lovers there, and then there's meat monster.
evolved version? What? Meat lover is evolving.
No, it's not an evolution. It's a
Degradation.
combination
Oh,
of
combination.
meat lovers and Frankfurter. So
What?
technically, right? It in my opinion, Bob, it's a good thing we discussed this previously. We discussed the meat lovers previously because
So
the
this
meat
is like
monster
a
takes
more
takes the best things from meat lovers and the best parts of Frankfurters without their drawbacks. Like you know how
Oh
this I
yeah,
say
I
it
can
lacks
see that
flavors.
they lessen the mustard. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said in this one, like it's lacking it's lacking like different types of flavor, right? It's just meat, so they add a bit more stuff here. There is like some vegetables in there, just a bit, and of course, but they didn't like have an overindulgence of mustard like Frankfurter did, right?
Oh, I
Yeah,
have never tried it, but now
yeah.
you
I
have
I
my
tried this.
attention. Now you have you have my curiosity, and now you have my
Yeah, I have your
attention.
attention. Yeah, and sad to say, it could have been better. It could have been S tier, but it doesn't. There's an
What
issue. There's an
what
issue
is
with
this
it.
issue? Pray tell, pray tell.
Some of the meats they have is like bits of like little bits of like pepperoni they put on top, like strip, and there's like other pieces of like smaller size meats. The problem with that is I think they kind of burn and they kind of harden in the
Oh,
oven.
right in the oven, right,
Yeah, so
because it's
so do
small.
you get so you get some parts that are like kind of dry on
So
it.
it's like an inconsistency in the when you buy
Yeah,
it.
when you buy it, it's kind of inconsistent with that. So like parts of the meat, or at least on the top layers of the little meats that are on the top layer, they get burnt and they get hardened. But otherwise, underneath, it's actually very good. Yeah, the mustard is not overpowering. It has a great amount of like different types of meat flavors, and there's like mushrooms on it as well. And there's some.
Sorry.
Are you okay? And there's
I
like
just
some
like
flavor, some vegetables on it. So it's like, yeah, it's actually quite good, but there is inconsistency issues with it. Is the problem?
consistency issues.
I
That's
I
just that's,
want to put
that's
it on S, but it's mostly A for me. Not gonna lie, it's mostly
that's a
awesome.
shame.
That is a shame. It was supposed to be. These two are like the Barbenheimer of the pizza, but no.
You're supposed to be the chosen one, Meat
You're supposed to
Monster.
be loot monster.
It is
Honestly,
said
it
that
could have
you
been
would.
S tier if you just kind of brush away the little parts that are a bit burnt.
It is
But
said that you would. It is said that you would destroy the S tier, not June.
you're not supposed to join the Hawaiian pizza. But yeah, it is. It's good. It's good. But again, there is inconsistencies if you order this. Sadly. But otherwise, yeah, very good pizza. Highly recommend. You know what? I'm gonna put it up here just because I know these guys are iconic, but this one actually has good flavor.
Shame it got burnt. Some pieces.
Shame it got burned. No matter how good the chef is, it's not. They can't. It is unavoidable.
It's not. It's not. It's not the chef. It's just the size of the thing, right? Because
All
it's
right. Yeah.
small.
Yeah.
It's so
That's true.
small. It burns up quickly.
Yeah. 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 Exactly. Like so, no matter what you do, it will happen like that. No amount of good oven or good chefs can fix it. It will
I mean,
always
the
be
only
like
thing you
that.
can fix it is like make the pieces a bit bigger, or yeah,
The
so
piece
that
is a
it
bit
have
bigger,
more
or
water.
just yeah, or just maybe you remove it, but I don't know. It might ruin the flavor. Not ruin. It might change alter the flavor a bit. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll move on now to basically the most basic topping of all pizzas. I know this is taken from Pizza Hut, but I think everybody in the world knows what the pepperoni pizza is when they see it. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what a pepperoni pizza is.
Yeah,
So, what do
margarita
you
is
think?
classic, but pepperoni is iconic.
Mm, this is the icon of all pizzas. This is literally in the thumbnail I put for the TMNT. They're eating, yeah, pepperoni pizza here if I showed up.
See,
Yeah, there you
it's
go. See,
just
it's
the
pepperoni.
number one thing when you type the word pizza. It
It's
just
always
comes out
pepperoni.
pepperoni.
Yeah, I was thinking like I thought margarita's the first one to come out. No, no, it's pepperoni. Even though pepperoni is an American invention, not Italian. There's a long history behind it about like they want to make a new type of pizza, but they didn't have enough money to do it, so pepperoni was the way to go. Pepperoni is
Yeah,
cheap,
back then pepperoni was cheap.
back then. Oh, the inflation rates. Oh,
Oh
oh,
no,
the
how
economy,
cruel!
the
The
economy.
economy.
But yeah, why don't you put the standard pepperoni pizza? It doesn't have to be from Pizza Hut, but you can use that experience if it's if you want.
I mean, like I've tried Pizza Hut, and I've actually tried making pepperoni pizza
You've
twice
made
from
your own.
scratch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
So first one didn't go so well. Kind of burnt it.
okay. So we can't
Sec-
judge with that.
but still edible. Don't worry. The
Oh,
second try, second go around is that I made the dough too big, so it's too puffy. So yeah. But other than that, in the Pizza Hut version, it's mid, I guess. It's
okay.
don't get me
Okay.
wrong. It's pizza. It's pizza. It's
Yeah, that's true.
the pizza.
It
You know
is
what thing
the
is the
pizza.
pizza.
It is the pizza. You're right. Yeah, pepperoni. Yeah, that's the thing. My opinion on pepperoni is that it's again kind of like stuff I mentioned, the chicken one, meat monster, whatever. All
Yeah,
these
and
ones, right? It's just
also
like
is like also another thing is that if in the event that super supreme and meat lovers are out of stock, this is the alternative, the
oh
go-to.
yeah, right, right. You order this out of stock? No. Order this out of stock? No. This. It
This,
goes back to
yeah,
this.
goes back to this.
That's true. That's true. You're right.
I think
Uh,
it's a universal language that pepperoni pizza is just the
pepperoni is
pizza.
a yeah no pepperoni pizza is a universal language. I think in Italy they do serve it as well, but I forgot what
They
it's
do.
called.
No,
It's
no,
not
it's
called
pepperoni.
pepperoni there. Is it called
It is called
pepperoni? No,
it's
pepperoni.
called pepperoni.
No, pepperoni means pepper there. It means something else in Italy. I swear. Fish to Italian. Pepperoni.
Italian pepperoni pizza. I only look it up
Pep-
too.
Pepperoni. It's not what? Salsiccia picante. What? I think this is how they say it here. I think this is how they say it. If you want a pepperoni pizza in Italy, this is what you say. Because if you say like
Mm.
pepperoni, it just means peppers. Let me just check what does peppers means. Oh yeah, see, peppers, pepperoni.
Oh.
So you have to be careful. Like if you want pepperoni pizza, well, you're in Italy and you want pepperoni pizza. If you say pepperoni, they'll give you bell peppers. But if you say the other thing I just came up with, I have no idea what it was. That's how you get actual pepperoni. There you go. Top tip, Councilman. Top tip.
I think in Italy they replace like in America it's like pepperoni is beef and a very variant of a salami, right? But
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
in Italy they just straight up use salami,
Actually, yeah, that's
and
true.
that's
I
their
think that's the
version
case.
of a pepperoni pizza.
And yeah, pepperoni in America is supposed to be like a mixture of like pork and like beef. I
Beef.
think it's like
Yeah, yeah.
like to make it cheaper. If I'm mistaken, it's like they use pork because pork meat is cheaper than beef, right? So yeah,
This C
I don't
tier.
see tier. It's so low. You know you're gonna start a war with putting this above it. Of course, that's what we want.
Fight me.
But
I
I think
stand by. I will die on this hill.
I don't know, man. I still put it on B just because it's like it's a good pizza, but it's just like for iconic purposes, it's B.
All right, fine.
Flavor
I'll
wise,
give
it's
that.
like kind of like it's very standard. It's like you get
It's
a
clear.
bit.
It's like
a-
a tier flavor wise is a tier below meat lover.
Yeah, yeah, it is. But yeah, but otherwise, pretty decent pizza all around. I'll put it here just so that it doesn't have to stand next to. You know how many Americans, no, New Yorkers are gonna get angry at this, seeing that
New
they're
York.
equal in power. This is like the New York pizza, the New York pizza,
The
and
New
it's
York
next.
pizza.
Yeah, and it's next to a Hawaiian pizza and equal rating. We're gonna get a riot, dude. We're gonna get I was right. We are gonna get canceled off stream, but for a completely different reason.
for putting pepperoni and
For
pineapple in
putting
the same tier.
same tier. Well, guys, this is the final episode, maybe.
Well, thanks for tuning in. It's been an
Thanks for
honor.
tuning in. It's been an honor, but we'll still finish off the pizza tier. We have a bit more to go. The last
Before we
few
get cancelled.
pizzas. Yeah, the last few pizzas. Actually, I'm gonna put the tier like. Oh yeah, wait. This is a Pizza Hut. I can't get a picture for this one, but we'll put that. So this is the
What's
Super
next?
Supreme Chicken. Chicken Super Supreme. It's basically like Super Supreme,
It's Super Supreme, but with chicken.
but with chicken instead of beef. Where's this in the shirt tab? Here, Super Supreme, beef, meat, and smoked chicken. This one, chicken sausages and smoked chicken. Again, same thing, really, and other cuts of chicken. It's basically the same thing, but no beef, just chicken. So, how'd you put the Supreme one? Is it like not as good as the OG, or is it like just okay?
I think it's a tier above the OG.
A tier above
Solely
B?
for the fact that it had chicken. Because the chicken texture makes it different.
It's true, and it's
Slightly.
not. Yeah, I should mention this one for some reason. Unlike the Supreme, this chicken lover one, it's not as dry, comparatively speaking.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's cuts of meat that makes it not dry. I'm not so sure. Oh yeah, yeah. Basic. It's pretty much the same, but I think it's because there's like more stuff on it,
Mm-hmm,
mushrooms and all that. Yeah, so it's not as
yeah.
dry.
Put it
Yeah,
in the
not
same
rated,
tier. Put it in the same tier as pineapple.
but I think
I'm
there's
gonna start a
pineapple.
war with the Indonesians.
I don't.
I'm coming
I
for
think
everybody.
I don't mind putting it here, but it makes
Wait,
no
your
sense because
screen.
like, oh, oops, sorry, sure tab. I
There
don't
you
mind
go.
putting it here because like again, like it's just like a pretty standard topping, but it is somewhat they're equal in strength in my opinion.
Fine.
These things,
Put
the
it in
the
the A.
normal supreme and the chicken one,
Yep.
they're equal. They're kind of equally good. But you know what? I'll put it. So you separate the boundaries between pepperoni.
no!
Between pepperoni and pineapple. There will be truce. There will be truce on this stream.
This,
there,
the
there will be a
temporary truce.
ceasefire. There will be a
Ceasefire.
ceasefire on the stream. I run the stream. There will be a ceasefire.
The fighting will continue on my say so.
Yes, it will. All right. Now moving on to a non-Pizza Hut flavor. I think this is just called the truffle pizza. Um, I've experienced it kind of recent. I've eaten it twice, but it was kind of recent, like a few months ago. No, last month and like a few months ago before that. Um, I quite like the flavor. It tastes pretty okay. You know, I kind of like the mushrooms, but Jesus, the smell is so strong. When I put it near my mouth, I'm like, wow, what the hell is that? That's the smell of the truffle is just so strong for me. I don't know if like maybe it's different for how it's prepared,
I think
but like
it's.
for
I
me,
think it like in each different restaurant they have a different way.
yeah. Well, I mean, like
Because
I've ate
when
it
I
in two
had it,
different. Yeah, I've ate it only twice in two different restaurants, but they do have a strong smell to it. Very
is
earthy
yours like?
smell.
Do they put actual truffle as the topping or black truffle?
I think it's mostly just mushrooms with some truffles on it rather than full on truffle on
Ah,
top.
okay, because
You know what I
mine
mean?
just uses the
Pure
truffle
truffle?
oil. No, no,
Oh, truffle
truffle
oil.
oil. Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah,
it
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of tamed down the noise a bit. So yeah, I guess it's B tier. I think.
Put it in B tier. I don't know
Yeah,
why, but like the smell for me is so
but yeah,
strong,
it's just
and
the smell.
smell is so strong, and but like the flavors, like again, it's just cheese and mushrooms, though. Not gonna lie, it's not like super enticing in my opinion. I kind of honestly, this is the first time we're gonna have a disagreement, Bob. But like, I put it down on like a C tier just because like it's it's not as like super flavorful as the ones you see up here on B, except maybe for
Ah,
pepperoni.
yeah, I see your point.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Maybe
not
it's
as
a bit like
flavorful.
maybe it's a bit too flavorful in this case, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's like
The
it's such
scent.
a strong. Yeah, the scent and the flavor is like just too strong. But there's only one type of flavor you're getting because it is a mushroom pizza. It's
It's the
not like
truffle. It's just the truffle.
it's
Taste
just a
truffle
truffle.
and
Yeah,
cheese.
yeah, exactly. It's not like there's meats on top of it or anything. It's just it is.
Yeah,
And also, I don't
truffle.
eat it. And I don't eat it for it though. By the way, I don't eat it as a main meal. I don't eat it as a main course. It was like an appetizer anyway. So,
Okay.
oh,
Yeah,
it's just a
but
small
like
pizza for an appetizer, which is fine, honestly.
yeah, but like truffle tends to have strong decadent flavors.
Yeah, I
Like
don't know. Personally, I
everything
just
in
put
it.
it on. Yeah, personally, I just put it on C just because it's not as flavorful as the ones on this section, except for maybe pepperoni. But pepperoni is built different.
Pepperoni is built different, It's the pizza, dude.
It's the pizza. Yes, but yeah, I don't know. Personally, I'll put it on C. What do you think? Huh? You want to put it on B or put it on high C? Because you seem to like it quite a
It's
bit.
high. Yeah. Personally, I like the strong
Just
flavor of it.
like the strong flavor. Oh, okay. We're different then because the strong flavor was a bit overwhelming. I was like, "Huh! What's going on?"
Sensory overload.
I was confused.
So it would like so. Would you agree that the truffle pizza is the opposite experience of having a cheeseburger pizza?
Basically, basically, yeah. One has like a flavor that should not
Should
works,
not
but this
work,
one
but
but
works.
works.
But this one,
One
it
has a
should work,
standard
but
flavor that
it
should work, but
does.
it doesn't really work. Yeah, you're right.
It's
Yeah,
on the
you're right.
flip side.
Yeah, but then again, even if they're polar opposites, this is not in the latrines. Like I said, it's not bad. It's pretty decent.
It's pretty decent.
Like most pizzas are, they're pretty decent.
I
Unless you
see.
you have to purposely ruin it to go on to L.
I've
Purposely.
now I've learned something now that truffle pizza is the antithesis of cheeseburger pizza.
Of cheeseburger pizza.
They're two.
Ah, we found it.
They're
The
two.
holy
They're
Bible
the
of
same
pizza.
coin.
Yeah. The holy
Two
Bible
sides
of
of the same
pizza.
coin.
Yeah. All right, now we have to move on because next is this one, which I actually hope is in the last place, but I'm not so sure. It is the Veggie Garden Pizza, which is kind of new
S
apparently.
tier. I mean,
Hey,
L
hey,
tier.
hey! We hate. Let's just see what
Actually,
they
it's
include. What they
it
include.
sounds good.
Contains corn, mushrooms, red peppers, green peppers, onions, cheese, and it's basically Super Supreme without the beet, bro.
Oh, it's wait. Good news, Rick. It's not entirely vegan because there's mozzarella.
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot. Cheese is not part of the
Yeah.
vegan diet.
Yeah.
Wait. It's not vegan. It's vegetarian. It's vegetarian. Slight difference. Same,
It's
but
not
difference.
same but different.
Oh, by the way, you should mention the topping does not determine the price, but it's the type of crust you get on the side. I don't know why people should just learn this. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. By the way, all of this costs the same. It's just depending on the crust. But anyway, yeah, I don't know how it works in over yonder, over the pond in America, but
Yeah.
this is how it works here.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I've tried it or not. I think I've tried it once, and I was just like, oh, it's just basic. I think I thought it was just a super supreme, and I just kind of like ignored it and thought it was like, it's too bland, too basic. I don't know.
I don't think I've tried it yet, but maybe I have.
Great.
And I
We're gonna
think
have to try cheese overload and this next time. You're not ready, are you?
on the next episode of the Councilmen, we would like to take a moment of silence.
We have died from cheese overload.
We have overloaded.
I don't know where I'd put this. Honestly, I think I'm gonna put this on C for now, just because I've never tried it, but I would assume it tastes like Super Supreme, but without the meats, which put it at C, which is just like all vegetables, but there's still some cheese on it.
Hey, I think C would be appropriate because it's basically like a tamer version of Super Supreme.
Yeah, basically a tamer version of Super Supreme. Well, it's almost
It's not,
comparable to
but
that of the previous one we talked about, because like this is purely mushrooms, this is purely vegetables.
it's not as flavorful as like Super Supreme. Granted, because they have the beef and the chicken. But yeah,
Fair. Yeah, I think for now we'll just put it. I should have put a different tier that's just like haven't tried. But honestly, we'll just think we'll give this a try. We'll figure it out later. Okay, hopefully by next week, so that you guys can get the answer a bit more sooner. Also, I'm just curious about like maybe the other councilmen. They may have tried it before, especially Kelvin. Kelvin said earlier. He said like it's pretty standard. But yeah, oh, I forgot to share the tab. Yeah, I put it here. See, Kawabunga. So next, we move on to a pizza that's supposed to be iconic, but it's not. It's plain pizza, just cheese. Which I have tried many times in many places with all
wait,
different.
explain what do you mean by cheese pizza?
It's not like this. This one has like an excess amount of cheese. They add like cheese on top of cheese. Here, let me show you. Like cheese lovers, look, you have like they put slices of cheese on top of it, right? And it's purely
Yeah.
just cheese and cheese overload. I'm pretty sure they have like cheese sauce underneath it, cream mayo and all that.
It's under the
plain,
sauce.
yeah, it's under the sauce. but like yeah, plain pizza, right? It's just like again, tomato and then cheese on top of it. But it's like pepperoni pizza without the pepperoni.
Oh,
It's
I
just
know what
pizza.
that is.
What?
It's New York style.
Yeah, it's New York style. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Ah. Okay,
So it has to be worse than pineapple, right? Right? I'm starting a war. What the
We're
entire
starting
city
a
of
war.
New York.
We'll die on this hill right here, right now.
Die on this hill right here, right now.
I think
So yeah, well, where'd you put this? Where do you like? What's your
think it's
experience with
a
plain pizza?
tier.
You've had it, right? You've had it many
I
times.
did,
I'm
I
pretty
have,
sure.
but it's not as worse as cheese lover, so it's still palatable. So I think it's a
Yeah, it's
tier above
palatable.
cheese lover. Yeah, there.
Put it on C.
Put it
Yeah,
on
I kind of
C.
want to put it on C because like I've had it several times. I don't think I've ever had like a proper good one, in my opinion. I think all
Yeah,
I
me
had was
too.
like,
Me too. I don't think I
yeah.
have had a proper good one as
I think the
well.
only way we can have a proper good one is by actually going to New York and going to like a well-established restaurant and eat said pizza
Or
there. But
like a small mom and pop shop at the corner of
yeah,
a street.
yeah, those ones are the most trustworthy of the homemade pizzas. as they say,
as they say.
But yeah, but like most of them I had is kind of like just like normal mid ones, and in my opinion, they're just like it's okay, it's palatable, it works, but again, like it lacks flavor. Again, lacks flavor.
I don't think so. For me, it's a bit too much flavor.
What? What way?
This is where it is again. Okay, let me defend myself because the cheese and the sauce sometimes I don't know. Maybe it's just like what we said. Like we haven't had enough of a good one.
Yeah,
But
fair.
is Ezra's in the chat? Okay,
Play out the chat, yeah.
it's like what? I lost my train of thoughts there. It's like kind of overpowering in the sense the cheese. Kind of. Not as
Oh, okay.
overpowering as cheese lovers and the one below, but like it's still a bit for me it's like the same situation for your truffle pizza, That's
Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I see it, yeah. I guess you know what, in that sense, I'll put it here because you know what, it's a good base of a pizza. In my opinion, it's like somebody made something. It's like somebody built a house, but they didn't put furnishing in it.
Yeah, it feels missing. It's just missing some
It,
stuff
it,
to make
it
it better.
feels missing, yeah, but otherwise it still
I feel like it's
works.
just like the New York style of the cheese pizza in his case is just like foundational, it's just the
This is
foundation.
foundation. You can make anything out of this. I
It's a
guess that
blank
speaks.
canvas,
No, I'll just put
basically.
it. No, I'll put it above then, because it's a blank canvas. You can put anything. Literally, almost all of these pizzas here
Literally
are built on
everything
top of.
above it is a
It's
derivative
yeah,
is derived from this.
it's
This is
derived from this.
the
No. This is you're right. You're right. You're right. Everything here is literally just a top of this.
they just
So it
added.
belongs. Yeah. Meanwhile, this is an abomination of this. That's why it's below it, right?
Maybe wait, is this Pizza Hut's lore? This is the trial, the experiment, and they finally
Uh-huh.
cracked it with the cheese pizza, and they evolve it further.
They just like we diverge. So I don't know how Indonesians came up with all of these other ones, but you know what? I'm glad they did.
Especially the cheeseburger one. That is something that Indonesians can only come up.
This is the most American thing I've ever seen, and it comes from Indonesia. Amazing, amazing.
And ironically, it's delicious.
And it's unironically delicious, yeah. Alright. So
So next
last
one.
but not least, I'm not sure if you can recognize it from this small image, but I'll move on here to this.
What is that? I can't see it.
I'm moving on to this tab. Can you can see it? Yeah, you can. Delivery. Where is it? They don't tell. Oh, there it is. Yes, it's the tuna melt. I'm gonna save my
No,
opinion
F
on
tier.
this, but you put this, yeah. Okay,
F
F tier
tier.
Y.
F
F tier
tier.
Y.
It's disgusting. I don't know, it's
Okay.
me. It's just me,
Oh,
okay? The combination of cheese, mayo, and tuna topped with
yeah.
corn is just like when you
It
when you
sounds
put it,
more.
it
It sounds more bastardized than say pineapple.
yeah,
You know what I
it's
mean?
like
You
it's
describe
weird,
if you describe it by words, right? Yeah, it's like here. I'll also go back to this tab again. Here, tuna, corn,
Corn,
mayonnaise,
mayonnaise,
and
and
mozzarella.
mozzarella.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
Mayonnaise
that's what
and
it says.
mozzarella does not work. I mean, you can make it work as a cheese sauce, but the
That's
tuna,
the cheese
man,
sauce. Yeah, yeah, tuna.
the
Actually, they kind
tuna.
of miss some parts. I think there's like that's not tuna here. There's like parts of like beef or something around it on
Oh
top of it.
well,
No, I swear
well, I
there.
don't know.
If I'm not mistaken, it's not purely tuna. I swear there's like other pieces of meats in there. But anyway, yeah.
I just
But
don't
that
like the texture it gives
the
off.
texture, yeah.
It's so
Is it like very Is it kind of
it's so
slimy? Is that what
slimy
you
and
mean? Yeah.
gooey.
I'm not sure about gooey or slimy is the same thing. Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
slimy makes sense. Yeah,
it's just like
slimy. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, it's slimy. Yeah, it's kind. I don't know. It's just like the way you describe it, right? Tuna and corn and mayonnaise. Like you put that in a pizza, it just sounds like ugh, revolting,
ugh,
disgusting. It just sounds weird, right?
bleh.
Yeah.
Dude, just thinking about it, it's just like
Yeah, it makes you sick, right? Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not.
So you want, yeah,
That's see. Here's the thing: two sides
yeah.
of two sides of the same coin.
They
Indonesian
know when to do. They
invented
know when to
both
do
the best and the
and the worst.
worst pizza at the same time in the same
Yeah,
establishment.
yeah, that's true. All right. So you want me to do the biggest spoiler? No, not the biggest. The biggest plot twist you've ever heard in your entire life in any real life lore whatsoever.
What?
I love this pizza. It's S tier. I genuinely love this. It actually tastes fucking good. It's exact. No, it's not like it. Unlike the difference between this and cheeseburger. It's like cheeseburger is like it's not supposed to belong there, but it does, but it works anyway. This is supposed to be revolting. What you describe like makes sense. The way you describe it makes perfect sense that it sounds revolting as hell. But for some reason, not just me, me and Kelvin, we love this pizza. We love it. Especially when it's fresh, because it's actually like melty like cheese, but then there's still a bit of the tuna flavor. Um, what else is there?
And
And
maybe it's
weirdly
just
enough,
my palate.
yeah, it's probably just the difference in palate. But it's like gimana ya, what is it? The tuna is like it's supposed to be overpowering as hell. Because it's like there's a lot of tuna in it, not gonna lie. There's a lot of tuna into that pizza. It's supposed to feel overpowering, but it's not. Like it's supposed to be overpoweringly salty, but it doesn't though. It's not overpowering at all. It's actually kind of tame. I'm talking at it at the at it though. By the way, it's like when it's fresh out of the oven. Because when it's like cold, when it's cold, it's actually like B, maybe even C, probably B actually. If it's
because
like
I've
cold,
only had it cold. That's why
only had it cold.
probably. Yeah, I've
Yeah, yeah.
never
No,
had it fresh.
if you had it cold, I'll admit it drops down one, maybe even two tiers. Not gonna lie, but if it's fresh out of the oven, me and Kelvin agree that it is certified S tier.
Maybe I
But I
should
don't
try
know.
it. Try it fresh. But maybe it'll
We should
change.
try it fresh. You know what? I'd
I-
rather
is
you
it-
try this fresh than try this.
Yeah,
What the
right.
hell is this?
Wait, no, this is kind of like the same situation with the pineapple thing, right? Where
Oh right, yeah. When you said like
the
some of
cook
the
the process of cooking kind of like affects the taste.
yeah, basically. And I don't know, yeah, when the tuna like kind of hardens a bit, yeah, I'll admit it does. It's kind of weird. It's even kind of crumbly once it's already like actually room temperature, and that's not very nice. Not gonna lie.
And when the mayonnaise is mixed with them as well, it's
Yeah,
just not
yeah,
okay. Like the
yeah,
mayonnaise and the
it's
cheese gives off very conflicting flavors for me. Because
yeah,
the
yeah, it
cheese on
does.
one
Yeah,
hand, the cheese wants my tongue to taste saltiness and savoriness, but the mayonnaise wants me to taste sourness and like freshness. So it kind of like conflict the taste, but maybe when
all of
it's
it.
fresh, it makes.
No, actually, you're kind of right. It is still conflicting even when it's fresh, but I kind of like it for that. I kind of like it for that. It's I'm weird like that. I kind of like it because it's yeah, it is a bit conflicting. It makes it feel more different. That's why I think it's like really nice.
It appears
So
we are
it's
at an impasse.
I kind of want to put it at either. I kind of want to put it just at A because like I know for a fact Kelvin agrees with me that this is the best, one of the best, if not the best Pizza Hut topping. But I know you haven't tried. But at the same time, we kind of agree that like if it's not fresh, it's very low tier. It's low tier, and for you, it's very low tier because like your experience with it seems kind of bad, and you have a different
It's
palate.
it is not it does not it is not pleasant when I had
It
it.
is, yeah, it wasn't pleasant when you had it right at the time. So yeah, I don't. I'm gonna put it at A under the basis that yeah, I kind of agree in the sense that
But
like it's not very good if
but the
it's
weird
not
thing
fresh.
is that it's kind of like the same situation with all the things with all the pizzas in A and pepperoni is that it's one of the iconic pizzas as well whenever you order it.
Actually, tuna melt has been around for a long time. I think like when I was like back in the 2000s when Pizza Hut, I don't know when Pizza Hut and Sleep, but when I was still a kid, like I knew tuna melt already
You know,
existed
tuna
at the
melt
time.
existed as well at the time too. It's like long. It's like a long stay, right?
Yeah,
So
but and not gonna lie, but if they haven't removed it, some people genuinely like it and do order it. Then surely, if it doesn't make
yeah,
money, why bother selling it, right?
yeah, exactly. Like
Right.
my
So it has
family
to
like
work.
always orders that as well. So
Oh, they do. I
yeah.
think we need to switch families, dude. My family keeps ordering Super Supreme and Meat Monster, not Meat Monster, Meat Lovers. But I always want to eat tuna every now and then. But I don't think my family likes tuna that much. And not to mention again, Jimbro, tuna has lots of protein.
Yeah,
Tuna
but
has
not
lots
when
of
it's
protein.
mixed with cheese and mayo.
Oh, that's even more protein, man. Mayo is made of eggs and cheese is made of well milk. That more proteins, man. Oh, dude, I can eat like three whole large slices of tuna, and I'll
Yeah,
be
on
like buff as
copium right
hell.
here.
Mm, be on buff as hell, dude. But yeah, I'd put it here just so that Kelvin might not be disappointed. Kelvin would put it up here with me. I swear he agrees with me. I should call him up right now. Kelvin! Kelvin! I should just call him. Kelvin! Tuna S tier? Yes.
Yes, yes, my son.
You know what? I'm still gonna put it on A tier because one, I hold control of this stream. You're just a guest.
Okay,
Second,
fair enough.
second, you still haven't tried the fresh one. I swear the fresh one tastes considerably better than like room temperatured ones. Even though we know that for a fact that most pizzas are like they're great when they're fresh, they're still quite good when they're not. But the tuna case, it's like it's great when it's fresh. It's kind of meh when it's not. There's a big disparity.
Discrepancies.
Discrepancies. But yeah, this is yeah. I guess that's all the 17 pizzas. Well, it took us quite a while to get
Ultimate
through it.
pizza tier list.
Mostly from Pizza Hut in Indonesia. This is just a propaganda from Indonesia to America. Look, we have the most American thing in the world, and you guys don't. I'm sorry.
We basically out pizza your hot America.
We literally out pizza your hut. No way, we did. Well, in that celebration, okay, let's order.
Okay.
That is about $10 and about 50 cents. Bob, you can send me the you can transfer me the money.
You can support this. You can support this podcast.
You can support this podcast
by signing up to our Patreon account. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Guys, we don't even have a Patreon account. Okay, so before we go off, let's do a rundown, starting from the worst. At the latrines, we have
Got pineapple. Oh, I mean.
no. Hey, no. We got the cheese overload pizza because we don't know about it just yet, but we think it's not very good. Again, to be updated. And then the one that is actually on the latrines, according to Bobby, is the cheese lovers for the excessive saltiness, I think. Then for C, Kawabunga. Again, this one's not unconfirmed because we haven't had it. Veggie Garden Pizza because I think we think it's a bland version of the Supreme pizzas. And then third, we have another one, the Kawabunga Chicken Supreme because it's quite dry, very dry chicken. And another one on Kawabunga is the like meat lovers, but a lot toned down and not as many flavors. Then we have the truffle pizza. The truffle has a very strong smelly sense. And at the top of Kawabunga, we have the plain regular pizza because, as we know, it is the foundation of all the pizzas we see above.
It's the root of all pizzas.
Root of all pizzas. And then moving up to Buyakasha, we have the dreaded, astounding Hawaiian pizza. Because people say it's terrible, but apparently, as Bobby has clarified, it's actually depending on how the pineapple is prepared, which can vary. We should mention yeah, the ones that Domino's made is definitely B tier, maybe even A because they're actually know what they're doing and they're
cooked their pineapple.
Cooked to perfection with great do not finish this joke. Do not finish the joke. Okay, and then next we have the chicken supreme. Again, kind of like the chicken favorites, but like chicken lovers, but not as dry and has a bit more flavors with the mushrooms and the veggies. And then we have the pepperoni pizza at Buyakasha, the standard, the all go-to pizza that everybody knows and loves. And then
I'm sorry. I like how you're explaining this tier like you're going through the selection of menu in a pizza
I am.
joint.
I am, and we know exactly where we're ending up. And we know what we're ending up with. We know what we're ending up. And then Buyakasha again. Margarita pizza. Flavorful but mostly tomatoey. Depending on the cooking preparations again. For the Buyakasha again, Frankfurter barbecue pizza. Was brought down because of the mustard. Mustard brought it down. Yeah. Then on A, we have the super controversial, not amongst the world, but amongst us. Us two. The tuna melt. I think it's one of the greatest pizzas ever made. I
I
still
think
think
it's
it
one of the
loses
worst
to.
pizzas
Yeah,
ever
and you
made.
think it's one of the worst pizzas ever made. Yeah, I still think this is better though. Not gonna lie. Yeah. And then next we have the iconic number 2 meat lover pizza on Awesome, because again iconic. It tastes quite nice. It's not overwhelming. And then we have the super iconic super supreme pizza. Again, very good. Lots of flavor. Great caramelization, cooked to perfection.
No, there's no caramelization at all.
The onions, anyway. Anyway, next, the meat monster could have been S tier, pretty much on the same level as the cheeseburger, but some
Just
of the
it's
things
the
get a little bit burnt because of
just
the
the
little
tiny
pieces. Yeah.
details in that I
Tiny
think.
details brought it down, I'm afraid. And of course, Cell Shock number 1, the only best pizza on this tier list is the not barbecue, sorry, the cheeseburger pizza, which is like the best cheeseburger you've ever had, but it's not a cheeseburger, it's a pizza.
Like legit,
How?
this pizza would solo any cheeseburger ever
It
made.
would it would solo any cheeseburger and apparently any pizza. It has transcended.
Is
It
it
has
a cheese?
transcended.
Wait, is it a cheeseburger or is it a pizza? We will never know.
We will never know. One day
It's
I'll be rich
both.
enough to one day I'll be rich enough to buy 2 of these and stack it on top of one another and eat it like a burger.
That's what I did.
I am crazy like that.
No, legit. That's what I did, and my cousin had strange looks.
You are living my dream. This man's living my dream. This this man's living my dream. One day I will live said dream, but for another occasion, because this is the end of our live stream. So yeah, you can
At
see
the
that is
cap of the
our
night
pizza.
of the evening, we recommend a highly dosage of cheeseburger pizza to end
Of
off this
cheese.
fine evening.
Yep. Yeah, so that's our cheese list. You can all keep it on here. Yep. So again, I'm gonna shout out everyone before we leave. So you guys, again, you can find us on the Councilmen on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Castbox, Stitcher, Podbean, YouTube, all of it at the Councilmen Show, or is it just the Councilmen? Okay, the Councilmen. I had to wait for that thing to scroll by. All right, so before I shout myself and everyone else off, how about Bobby? Where can the good people find you, Bob?
Alright, you can find me at youtube.com/bobzilla0914, twitch.tv/bobzilla0914, Instagram at the Elden Grind.
And 14. Hang on, let me just type it down. Alden Grind.
Where I post my journey to becoming an Elden Lord.
Bob is going on that diet grind. Yep, he's losing weight. It's the only thing he'll ever lose because he's a winner like that. So yeah, you can find him on YouTube, on Twitch at Bobzilla0914. Like his what do you call it? The profile picture, yeah. And you can find him on at the Elden Grind on Instagram, right? So you can find me on Instagram at Ariq Andria. You can find me on Letterboxd at Ricky Doo. You can find my colleagues, Jao Wiradharma, Jawwiradharma, at, at Twitter,
Spell the whole thing.
Instagram, TikTok, and Letterboxd. You can find my friend Kelvin, KYAce27 on Instagram, Disco Monkey on Letterboxd and YouTube. And you can find my friend who hasn't come on in like 3 episodes at Teguh M23 on Instagram and at Tegidu at Twitter. Yes. So yeah. This stream is sponsored by PhD
Which
student.
these TMNT
TMNT
Oh
Melt.
shit!
I wish we were sponsored, but sadly
we wish we
are
were
not.
sponsored, Sra.
Yeah, so and with that, the councilman has we haven't actually spoken, we have curated because we were talking about pizzas.
Wait, so isn't in this case it's just the councilman with an A because it's singular?
Yeah, there's you in it, it's fine.
Okay.
There's temporary councilman,
Yeah,
still
right.
plural. So yes, and with that, the councilman has spoken, and we'll see you on
Right.
the next episode, hopefully with everyone else, and hopefully without Bobby.
Yeah,
That's just mean. I'm
it's
sorry,
good
man.
riddance.
Yeah, and again, we'll
Right.
update you on these pizza flavors.
Right.
The last few ones. All right, see you
Thanks
guys.
for having me. Bye,
Yeah,
guys.
get out of my stream. All right, now we're alone, viewers.
Now we're alone. Now that we're alone, the real episode can begin.